Continue the bitching.
And so, since we're past introductions, let me start off by saying,
My
fuck you,
dumbass still
Nintendo.
needs to edit the thumbnail for the last one. That's what I'm gonna start with saying. Carry on. You know, I should edit that now. Because we're actually gonna be working on a video soon, so that's why I'm doing this motherboard shit right now. Because I just got my new PC in. Oh, the picture you saw, Mar, was the one I was on, my old main one. You know, the one, like, you know, that was my main one yesterday. And I put that into the smaller case so I could move my new parts into the bigger case. But it looked nice. It looked really cool in that small case, didn't it? Like, it looked clean.
Yeah.
Anyways, carry on.
Honestly, not really fucking, man. It actually looks fucking great. Oh, nothing.
Apologies for the
I
cutoff.
mean, I don't know if anyone would be surprised about the news. So that's on everything. I did initially say that the main console is going to be 700. The flagship console, it turns out it's going to be 6. Either way, that's about $200 too much, in my opinion.
I mean, I already said anything past 300 felt a lot for Switch 2.
I mean, for the Series X, I'll be fine with it being.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find my headphones.
It was like $100 for a port of the Tears of the Kingdom, and then he replies with "in 4K, Mr. Squidward, in 4K."
Yeah. We're gonna upload that meme soon. Don't worry, you guys. We're totally original by us. Don't, you know, that's facts. But yeah, no. You know what's even crazier? Like, this thing I want to tell you guys. This is already story time. It's like I was just at the pawn shop earlier, bro. Tell me why I hear these normie ass hijos de puta talking about some, oh man, but that GT6 is gonna draw. That's just gonna be cold, man. You know, I'll pay 100 for that. It's like, god damn. See, this is literally the problem, bro. That is the average person. They unironically look at GTA 6. Yeah, that's $100. I'm like, fuck no. And it's like, you know what? They're the dumbasses are gonna get cucked anyways. Cause I could just wait a month for a sale. It's like, dude, I can't with these motherfuckers. How do you do that?
So we can officially say that Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, and Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remaster are going to be the last 2 titles to cost $50 in terms of like AAA like standards and shit. Because obviously it's going to get cheaper for the others.
Fuck, man, GTA. To me, I confirm that is because there are people unironically that like this is the problem. You know what the real problem is? People think that the game, like whether whatever good, it determines the worth of the game. And if that was the case, it's the same thing as YouTube. Like how the fat queso dude said, like, oh, if YouTube was just hard work, bro, what would there'd be a but? Like it's the same thing as like, oh, if games that were actually good were worth a lot, bro. I mean, Neo would be like $1,000 fucking dollars, but it's not. And on top of that, we live in a capitalist society. Even with that mindset, then that means the value of a game is totally determined on how good the person thinks it should be. Which, if we're being honest, I think that's the best way a game should be priced. Like, unironically, a capitalistic, value-based way for games would be peak. Because then no one would ever pay too little or too much for a game. You know, day one, if someone looks at a game and if it's worth like $1 to them, fuck it, it's $1. But someone like me, oh, yo, Neo, fucking here's my money, take it. You know, you see.
You know, there used to be a gaming magazine back in the day. It wasn't in Game Informer, it was something else. I'm trying to remember what it was. But they actually had like an entire pie chart to show like the cost of games and like what goes where. And about a good 20% of that would go to like distributors and shit. So a lot of people are like, oh, okay, well, if X, Y, and Z goes here, then like we're now at the point where like we're just practically just giving them money at this point. Like we're purposely giving them money in order for us to find some sort of small enjoyment, and it's kind of wrong. Like as a consumer, it's pretty fucked up that we're even here at this point. But at the same time, it was expected because the moment Nintendo came out with their spiel about like, oh yeah, our games are much higher in quality now, which is
bullshit,
fucking hilarious to say because they literally just punished the PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah, what they say, quality, like, what do we determine by quality? It's like it's the most bullshit ass thing. Like if we were talking about number of pixels, polygons, then and okay, but like no, like cause we're talking about real quality, like actual good games or them running good or innovative shit. Like, dude, games have dropped in quality since the PS3 era, and that's right. So when they
Oh
give the
man,
excuse of quality, I'm like
know,
bullshit.
like their idea of it is, oh, do you know how many people worked on this game?
Fuck
We
that.
gotta pay all those people. It's like, I'm sorry, did I force you to get 3,000 developers to work on a game that only half works when it releases? Like, imagine that, having a team of 3,000 and you give out half the product that you fucking promised. And you're like, oh, don't worry, the rest is coming later. Trust us. Just spend full freaking price on it. Like, it's kind of ridiculous.
Speaking of codes, quick question. Let's see where
I hope it. Everyone got it. You know what it probably is? Because you know how Discord's been occasionally just messing people's audio out?
Oh
That could be
shit! Wait. And they were blaming me, saying. Anyways, but anything else? What else you got for me, sir?
I mean, in all honesty,
Unoptimized.
Oh yeah, the Oblivion. Oh yeah, the Oblivion remake. Yeah, that is the latest thing, isn't it?
well, I don't know about the latest thing anymore because, you know,
Have you
we
been
got
enjoying
shit
it? I
list.
hope you've been enjoying it.
I haven't played shit.
Oh, I've been enjoying the shit out of it. It's been fucking hilarious to me. Like, it's exactly what I was expecting. Like, knowing that it's basically just a face value, it has Unreal Engine, but it's still working on the creation engine underneath. Hence the reason why you still get the crazy amount of junk that happens in the game, like back in the day. It's fine. It's cathartic to me because again, that's what I enjoyed about playing it the OG style. Like I still get the same junk that I used to get like back in fucking 2006. It's fucking hilarious.
Code's there
Yeah,
or not? I'm gonna
if
beat
I
it
were to
later.
rate it right now for the amount of I've played so far, if I were to rate it, I would give it a genuine 8. A genuine 8 out of 10.
Damn, we need codes. He could give his critique as the
That's a
certified.
lie.
Okay, what's it about?
I've never done that in my life.
Codes, what do you add to the conversation? What do you
One
add?
thing I would say, I would never
Fuck me.
put in like a game of the year list because
Oh, no.
again, it's a remaster.
I was say maybe
Like
for
putting a
remake.
remaster or a remake, like putting a remaster or a remake in some game of the year category is kind of stupid to me because obviously during its time, it fucking nominated and won game of the year, I believe, at that time. And I feel like you know if you won it once, like why the fuck are you gonna circle around back like fucking 20 years later? Now, granted, people would argue with the idea of like, you know, if games are good from back then and we remastered them, doesn't that mean that the quality of games now sucks? Yes, but that still doesn't give the right merit to like put it into the game of the year category because again, it was already there before, and all they basically did was just re-release the game. Like it's more or less the same fucking game.
Yeah, I mean they did tweak it a little bit, but yeah, it's still about the same.
Which hey, I'm kind of glad for the graphical update. I'm kind of glad for like the little, like the tiny things that would improve the game. But like they're not like so detrimental. It's like, oh my god, it's like playing an entirely new game. Like no, it's not even remotely close to that.
Yeah, what they did was they essentially just did update to fix some minor things that should have happened, like 20 years ago.
Goes to show the wonderful quality that Bethesda shows into their games. You know, it's like, oh yeah, the thing we should update 20 years ago. Yeah, we decided to update it now, and here you go. Honestly, it's fine. Like I said, for me right now, it's an 8. Like it's a solid 8 out of 10. It could actually go higher depending like
Wait,
my
but like
experience
what
is about
kind
to
of 8
be.
out of 10? We're talking about
What
like
kind of 8 out of 10?
8 out of 10? IGN or Kotaku 8 out of 10?
Like 8 out of 10 in terms of like I'm thoroughly enjoying my time. Everything that I've been doing has been a great time. The game so far, I mean, I've been on my PC. It's actually crashed twice on me. Other than that, I haven't really seen any crashes. I think it's more because me trying to push my fucking laptop to the utmost. Oh, how high can it go?
One
Especially
thing I
on that
like
game.
is that they fixed the leveling issue.
That, was that?
It's an issue mostly because I'm also playing it on the 360 right now, which is like right next to me.
Eek.
And like the leveling in the old school one is absolute garbage.
Codes,
Well,
do I need to update the chipset? It says AMD NPU driver. Do I update that too, or what is that?
It's just like updating the CPU.
I can do it from here, right?
You should be able to.
Okay, thank
You
you.
should be able to do it just from like the browser.
Cool, thank you. Carry on. Sorry to cock block.
Crazy idea. We should make our own rating system.
Okay, okay. You know what? Yes, but you know what? Pat's by threw me the idea. You know, we're gonna do how I do Val. Okay, pitch me this idea. I wanna hear this. The floor is yours, sir. Please, I'm very interested in this. It's like,
Well, I mean, I'm not vile, but like one thing that we could do,
Hey, no way he said that.
like literally, we could have like our own rating system. Via like either we can do it around like the memes and jokes that we end up telling ourselves. We could base it off of how much amusement we have. Like honestly, instead of just numbers, we can literally just have like terms. Like, oh, okay, this is RE4 remaster out of 10. Like we can go
that's funny.
epic
No,
route.
shit. No, if we're gonna talk about reimagining, I mean, like once I get the video, it'd be Resident Evil 1 remake standard. But no, the RE1 is the standard of remakes. I get your point. I get your point. Carry on.
There's just got to be a way where we're able to like actually have our own shit, so then we have our own line of like, okay, these are the games that like we have fun with, and then because we base it on our own rating system, we understand the rating system. Like that has to be a way to do it. I mean, like, oh yeah, I just got done playing this game, and to be honest, it's a whole lot of, and I don't know, just name a shitty game. It's like, you know what? I'm definitely not here for this shitty ass game. You know, this Destiny 2, this Destiny 2 game is definitely not what I was looking for. Anyway, sorry, that's kind of a side tangent, but like going back to like the major idea of like Oblivion remaster. Like right now, I'm enjoying myself. It's a great fucking time. Uh, hell yeah, it's a fucking nice throwback. I haven't touched Oblivion since Morrowind, which is funny because I think I played Morrowind more times than I played Oblivion at this point. Which, by the way, if they were to do a fucking Morrowind remaster, oh my god, I'd be fucking in for it. But I do enjoy Oblivion. Oblivion's a ton of fun. It was my second ever Elder Scrolls game, so you know, definitely having a good time with it. And I mean, it's very interesting that it comes out during the time where Xbox kind of just needs more wins. And not only is it winning off of that merit, but like the fact that it's $50 if you're just gonna buy it is pretty fucking nice. I do like the idea that the horse armor is earned, but it's like $10 more. Or it was like $250 back then, and right now it's actually like $10 if you get like the deluxe edition of Elder Scrolls Oblivion. So like, you know, inflation with horse armor.
Of course.
The OG reason why everyone is fucking the goofiest fucking cosmetics of all time in every single game. Yeah, man, it's crazy to think that this shit all started with fucking horse armor. We went down a terrible path, man. Like this is like a regular drunk realizing that cocaine was definitely not the option to go down after movies. But like, yeah, I mean, the game's not $70, so it's already a fucking win for me. Unfortunately, for every other game, that basically just immediately gives it a negative number count with fucking ratings. Fuck, man, it's gonna suck, man. I really hate the idea that oh yeah.
I mean, there was a sale for the card finally for once last month, month, and it still wasn't enough. Those things are too overpriced for the NVMe. Outside of that, that's all I got for now.
Yeah, wasn't it like fucking $180 or some shit like that? They keep on trying to convince us, like, yeah, man, this stuff is super expensive, guys. You gotta buy it. I feel like you're buying more than the actual thing itself.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You are not wrong, sir. Man, I'm so tired.
I don't know. Other than that, Expedition 33, I'm giving that game right now. 33. 10 out of
I've
10.
still yet to see anything about that game.
I mean, all I know is that game is definitely winning the greatest awards for best turn-based game RPG of the year. Because I mean, how many come out anyways? So that's like a free dub.
That's too high.
And it's funny because it's the same thing with the FGC thing is, and we see this a lot, and it makes, I hear people like, oh, this game, like, dude, the fact that Expedition 33 did as good as it did, people need to realize, one, it is 1,000% luck. Can't stress that enough. That's just how it is. Second, the game is just actually that good that the luck did help. And then third, the price. and Game Pass. That helps a fuck ton. That's the only reason. Oh, it sold 1 million copies. Okay, cool. I guarantee you half of those are Game Pass numbers, which I am okay with. And
Oh no, no, no!
lastly,
Selling 1 million copies and like 1 million people playing the game; those are two completely different things. They actually sold 1 million copies, so
cool.
like people purchased the game itself, which
And-
makes sense because again, it's another game that's.
But the thing is, people don't realize. Here's the thing: is that turn-based games are our niche. That's why like 1 million ain't shit. 1 million is a bitch number. But for an RPG, that is massive.
A AA RPG made by like 30 people.
And on top of that, especially for an
That is
indie
more than
game,
that.
and on top, it's an indie title. That's even more fucking impressive. But people, again, need to realize there's a reason we're celebrating. See, for Street Fighter to be like, oh my god, we got 4 million, 6 million, and same with Strive, oh my god, we got 1 million. See, because Strive knows they're a niche. 1 million, if you're happy, you acknowledge, I ain't shit. Holy shit, I'm being noticed. Because that's literally 100% true. Turn-based games are omega niche. Fighting games outside of the big six are niche as fuck. That's just what it is. And then the thing is that people need to look at, like, that's the reason why Final Fantasy and even some fighting games they want to cater to the casuals. I mean, literally, Maximilian just did a whole thing about it and everything. I think I posted the video somewhere. You guys can check it out. It's really good. And the whole thing is, so I don't blame Final Fantasy because like they already are one of the highest selling turn-based RPGs. But at the end of the day, here's the thing: would you rather get a guaranteed million, or do you want that 6 or 8 million sales? Of course they're gonna go for the 6 or 8. Are you fucking kidding me? But the problem is it kind of it goes back to the quote: don't make fighting games for don't simplify fighting games for people that aren't going to play them. And basically FF is kind of suffering that. Who knows, like who knows? I think they're suffering more from lack of marketing to a degree. Their IP is strong, that is carrying them, but the problem with the IP is that the average COD person thinks of it and goes, oh, that's the turn-based game, I'm not playing that. You know, I guarantee you there are people that think Final Fantasy 16 is turn-based. Like, it's funny how it does help. I guarantee you the IP alone is what gets people more into or whatever. But, oh, I played this different. Like, it's like, I guarantee you there's a group of people that like insert thing because they know for something else. But I think it hurts it just as equally. But the main thing is that they're chasing this bigger crowd, and I guarantee you, here's what I guarantee you to a degree, they're definitely making more money and probably have more sales, but not by much more. And they're probably losing more fans than they're gaining. You know what I'm saying? Because they even find like, because now you're legit. Like at the end of the day, Final Fantasy as it stands, 100% has lost half to most of its core audience to a degree. The only people who stick around are the cucks, who unironically say, "Oh, I'm gonna buy 5-7 remake. I'm a fucking double, you know, fucking retards." Everyone else, this is a turn-based game. I'm not touching it. Oh, this shit's trash. I'm not touching it. You know, actual FF fans, whether a quality of a game or for what the IP stands for. So now that's the and then on top, I think the fact it was only on PlayStation hurt it 1,000 times more. 100%. Not being on multiple platforms is just, again, the Titanfall developer said it best. We lost so many sales because of that. So many sales.
I have to speculate on that because remember the game is the Final Fantasy franchise is finally moving before the Xbox because they realized that if they would have found multi-platform, they would have made a lot more money. Like they thought like staying solely on PlayStation that they would make like making cash because PlayStation is like the most popular out of the three in terms of product.
Oh, true. Yeah, no. If you have to choose any, PlayStation is your best option if you want to go exclusive.
And like the main gist with Square Enix as well is like they expect other games to fucking sell hotcakes like crazy. So even if you start hearing them selling like 1 million or 2 million, what they're expecting to sell is usually between 15 to 20 million on all of their games.
Exactly.
So all of them are not hitting that number, then they immediately think, oh, okay, this game's a failure.
Exactly.
You know, we sold 2 million copies, but it isn't 25 million how we originally thought. So what are we going to do now? And this already came down the path of making their games multi-platform. Yeah, it took years for it to happen, but it's finally happening.
And to be honest, I think, especially for an IP, and if you put so much money, 100%, yeah, that's definitely a failure. And that's why you need to make your expectations. Don't put these over-exaggerated budgets, because let's be real, at the end of the day, Final Fantasy tards, they could spend $1, just market the game well, they're gonna buy that shit. They're fucking morons. Like, once your IP is strong, you don't have to put that much effort. Apple and Nintendo figured this out.
Fortunately, yes, they have. They have found the secret recipe to the common consumer. Oh, also, I will also put throw Take Two into that situation as well because obviously,
I would say,
from the
see, I was
conversation that
thinking
you
they're the
ended up
exception
with,
because they actually do put in about the same amount of effort. They don't put in more, but they don't put in less. They're just consistent. But though I would gather now they definitely aren't as good as they used to be for sure. Like not for sure. I think that's the argument with
I
that.
mean, especially because a lot of the original developers of the Grand Theft Auto franchise, or even the Red Dead franchise as well, if you want to throw that in too, because they are made by the same company. Like a lot of guys who worked on those games are actually gone, and like I would say the percentage of like old developers to new developers who's going into GTA 6, it's probably about
That's it.
20% old, which leaving it 80% new, which is kind of ridiculous to even think about. I don't know if they're going to keep the core elements of what makes Grand Theft Auto such a beloved franchise to a lot of casuals. Hell, man, this might end up being like one of the biggest forest fires we have ever seen in gaming history. I would probably say right here, right now, that like GTA 6 is not going to live up to the hype, and for the fact that we already know it's going to be like $100, ain't no way it's not going to be $100 at this point.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, at
Like,
this point it's yeah. And
and
then
that's just base. That's
I
not even
I
counting like your.
I think why for sure it's gonna be trash. It's like Red Dead 2 was not that great. It was too long. Like either you love it or hate it, but at the end of the day, like nah, bro, that shit's boring as fuck. You got me fucked up trying to get to that boring ass shit. You can put all the graphics in that, but like if the game just isn't that fun, what's the point? You know, Nintendo said it best. And then so that's the we've seen that they're already fucking with GTA 5. They were getting rid of any offensive. You know what I'm saying? Like no, we already know. To me, it's like nah. I already see like to me, I already see the devs being stupid. Also, I'm really tired of you guys. But yeah. Like I don't have high hopes because they're being stupid, you know?
Hell, let's even add to that as well. Like the entire idea that this game has not really been announced officially, like when it's going to come out. Like people right now are just speculating that it's probably going to come out later this year, sometime between September and December. And the main reason why a lot of people are bringing that up because there are some games that are sort of moving their timetable of like, oh, my game was supposed to release on September 24th. Well, now I'm going to move it a week ahead because I don't want it to be around the same vicinity as Grand Theft Auto. And of course, that's going to be an issue for a lot of developers. Like, oh man, we're expected to release our game this year, but now we have to compete against the one game that's probably going to make all of the money that's not Fortnite. And man, that's part of the reason why I feel like it's going to end up being such a huge failure
You know what's even gonna
because
be?
like
It's gonna be crazy because of course it's gonna sell good. Like, obviously, the game's going to do good. Like it's gonna sell easily, probably 10 million copies. I guarantee you that shit.
it could be the shittiest game I'll probably sell. Like I'll say day one, it's going to sell 60 million.
60, nah, that's definitely
And
too
that's
much.
no. That's not even like I'm being dead ass because there are more casuals than there are dedicated gamers. And I would definitely say because for example, my old boss that used to work place where I work at, um his whole idea that he's been wanting to get a PlayStation 5, but he wants to wait for the next Grand Theft Auto because he only plays two games. He plays FIFA, he plays GTA, and he plays GTA. The reason why he didn't get a PlayStation 5 for the FIFA because he felt like FIFA isn't really that great right now, and he's just waiting for GTA 5. And like every little moment, like something was like talked about in terms of like Grand Theft Auto, he would like hit me up. Hey, is this true? Hey, is this going on? So I basically just update him every single time like something brand new comes out. If it's an article about them talking about the game, if it's like a solid rumor, especially in terms of like it's releasing that, I usually send it to him as well. And like yeah, just knowing that he is among the millions and millions of casuals who are actively waiting for this game to release, the thing that sucks for a lot of people, you know what? The only reason why I wouldn't sell 60 mil is only because it's not coming out on PC. And that already knows that. Like, Take Two not releasing their games simultaneously on PC along with console, it's already known because they've done that with like the past two games that they had. Red Dead was the same thing, and then GTA 5 was the same.
Like don't get
So,
I mean here you know what now I know for sure because like at the end of the day like I gotta say oh look at Call of Duty like I think Call of Duty is a good indicator because it's the same market right it's the same exact fucking market of normies and shit so I would say it's gonna sell a bit better than probably the best-selling Call of Duty. So it's either between Black Ops 6 or the Modern Warfare reboot, right? So we'll see how that works. But to me, I think it might.
I would say it's
I would,
definitely going to sell more than Black Ops 6.
but I think it might sell less because it's like wait, because no, for sure GTA is probably out of more than it's like, oh, but how come with COD, like, oh, right, because it's still on PS4, right? That's so like outside of maybe some sports players, like I don't see that many people that like, you know, there's some games like Tekken and Mortal Kombat were the first games I think that were like, oh, I have to buy a PS5, right? Because those are again huge IPs, especially Mortal Kombat. But like maybe some people are like, oh, we're like, you know what, I could get Tekken, Mortal Kombat, or COD, but I'm waiting for GTA. Like I think GTA is, we can all agree, is probably the system seller for sure, far more than any of the other ones. Like I would say close second is maybe COD, like COD if you want to play better, but if you could already play on PS4, what's the point? But definitely MK. You know what I'm saying? Like MK, COD, sports game, GTA. Those are like the normie ass games.
I wouldn't even get Mortal Kombat into the conversation, only because you look at the sports games. Who the first thing you got to move. Yeah, FIFA sells like cakes every single year, so that immediately knocks out games like Mortal Kombat or anything else. Like in terms of like, hell, it's the racing genre, fighting genre, shooter genre. I mean, shooter genre is only taken by two, and that's basically Fortnite and fucking COD. And then, other than that, like if you want to play Apex, that's obviously free. But then if you also want to play Apex, then you're a terrible person. And you make no good life decisions. Yeah, honestly, yeah, I wouldn't even put Mortal Kombat simply just because games like FIFA existed. I know FIFA sells that more than anything else. And probably feel like the closest thing to.
I mean, FIFA's in the same boat as COD, where like if you know it's on the last system. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not. Like they're like I said, they're not like system sellers, but they are system excuses. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, there's a bunch of goofies who honestly think that, oh, you know, I want the better version of the game, and they immediately think, oh, if it's on the console, then that's just the better version. So even though if it's on, the reason why it's on the previous version, because especially when it comes to Sony, they know that they're gonna make a shit ton of money for the people who haven't transferred over to the next console yet. So yeah, they're gonna release it on there. But eventually, we already know they're going to have to move on to the next phase because they want them to buy their $700 console.
yeah, I mean, dude, they were still what? They still had a FIFA all the way to like 13 and shit for the PS2. And the other thing is, you have to think, sports games are a unique thing. Is like, bro, I mean, especially FIFA is kind of like that one lasts to be long, but even it's the general rule for most sports games. Like, bro, all kinds of people play sports game, and they know poor people like sports. So like, they can't get a PS3 or 4 or 5. They're stuck on that PS2, you know. And again, because it's the same shit every year, you know, they don't really have to do anything. Like it costs them nothing, and they charge so much, you know. But sports games are, and the thing is, sports games are kind of in a weird oddity that we should mention. In the sense that, like if someone said AAA games are for video games are for people who don't play video games, right? That's why they sell. Like we gotta realize like these numbers like COD, GTA, that will never transition to real games because those people aren't gamers. They're just normies, right? They're like the 1% of people who buy non-bigs of insert genres. Like again, racing. No one really goes out of the way to buy Need for Speed. Like no, it's something that'll be like, oh cool, it's Need for Speed. I'll get it when I get GTA, right? Like they're same with Mortal Kombat, but I think fighting games are in a higher tier than that. Like I could see someone be like, oh, you know what? I got the PS5 because I got like for Mortal Kombat because it is just that kind of title, right? Or maybe other fighters like Tekken or Street Fighter, like well, it depends. 50-50 on Street Fighter. We're more for Tekken. There are people who are Tekken heads, and they play 2K and their COD and GTA. But they're like, nah, they won't go out of their way to get Tekken. But it's like, oh, cool, I can get Tekken and Need for Speed with my GTA 2K, right? Like it's a priority list. That's how it works, right? And then, but with sports games, it's the way you're either one of two. Either sports games are your I am a casual gamer. I also happen to play a lot of sports games, and you know what I'm saying? There's a difference. There's normies and then gamer normies. Gamer normies are cool, whatever. They still go hard on the sports game, but they'll be like, no, I'm not gonna get. You know, they'll think about it. But the average sports tard, bro, literally all they play is insert sports title, and they so happen to play. You know what I'm saying? That's the tier list. Like to them, they won't buy a new system for GTA or Mortal Kombat or COD, but they'll definitely buy it for the next 2K FIFA Madden. You know, it's like the reverse. They're like the reverse priorities of a gamer, and like I said, because they're again, and the thing is, there's more of them than even normie gamers. because you gotta think about it from America to Latin America to Africa. That's why like FIFA is the best one. It's the big dick of all of them. Like, bro, all these people in all these countries, like they'll have a system and only have fucking FIFA. And that's why we gotta realize that's the best example. Like, it's an extreme. I think that's the extreme, but we gotta see that that's kind of how normies are. That everything else is just like a supplementary, or maybe I won't even get that. But
the reason why that game sells so much is because it's a fucking normie game.
And
like,
even
in
then,
order for you to sell really well, like if you have the newest version of whatever sports game people are looking for, we'll just stick to FIFA because that's more world renowned.
exactly.
I think actual football is actually more popular than, let's say, like, I don't know, MLB baseball. Like the whole idea is that can it be a console seller? Yes. And I would argue that, like, if you're gonna break it down to like 3 that are huge console sellers, COD's definitely up there, FIFA's definitely up there, and then the third one after that, I mean, to be honest, because a lot of these kids kind of go for that format now, it's Fortnite just because they want to be able to play it on like the best possible thing. If they're not going to get a PC, then the next thing they're going to get is a console. And the reason why they get the console is because it's a lot more convenient for them, and the parents don't really understand what a computer is still, even though they're around my age.
No.
But yeah, like a true console seller, it'll definitely be just COD, FIFA, and then Grand Theft Auto. Like, there are more people waiting for Grand Theft Auto than there'll ever be in the entire lifetime for the series of Mortal Kombat.
I wouldn't say it's that much. Like, dude, Mortal Kombat sells a fuck ton.
It does sell a fuck ton, but it's not Grand Theft Auto numbers.
Oh no, but even then, because the thing is, you gotta put it in perspective, because it's like literally like minor numbers. Like, I mean, a million is a lot.
This dude said minor.
Yeah, but when you look at it from each other, you want to say like, oh, 1, 2, oh, it's only one more. Same thing, like, oh, you only sell 1 more million copies. Yeah, it's like a lot, but when we're looking at perspective, it's like it's not that much more. Like you can say, like, when you're the big dick, like, you're in the same table. Like, obviously FF sells less than that, but you're in the big dick table. It's the other ones that people need to realize, like, no, you ain't a part of that table, bro. You ain't a part of this table, dog. That's what I'm really getting. Because, like, obviously GTA sells a fuck ton, and even and it sells, generally more than COD. But does that mean COD isn't, like, you get what I'm saying? It doesn't diminish how much COD sells. Same with Mortal Kombat. Like, oh wait, it only sold 7 million, not 6. Oh no, GTA sold 15. Like, they're still pretty close, believe it or not. Because you got to look at it relative. Like, oh wow, it sold 5 more million. And again, so a lot. Look at everything else that's behind them. They don't even, again, look at Guilty Gear Strive. That's the best way example. So let's say GTA is 10 million. Oh, Call of Duty's 8. MK is 6 or 7. And they're like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, just look at games. So fuck the numbers. Just look at, okay, so it's GTA, COD, MK. There's nothing in between them. It's in that order. And then there's like 1,000 different games behind them. That's really what it is. And that's why we're even having this kind of conversation, And again, why is there an overlap? The amount of dude, I've never in my life, outside of a handful of exceptions, if a dude has a sports game, I swear to God, he has GTA, COD, and Mortal Kombat. On God, and same with the other ones, bro. I ain't never met a dude that doesn't have those 4. It's like the required, if you want to be a man or a douchebag, you have to have 4 or one of these goddamn games. And that's the thing. Those games will always be consistent with that group. That group of normie douchebag dudes, they ain't buying other shit. That's really what the crux I'm trying to get to this, that people need to understand. Like, hey, I can see them sharing the revenue with each other. I don't see that shit being spread to the RPG that we're talking about. Turn-based game, whatever. Expedition. They ain't ever touching that shit. They ain't never gonna hear about that shit. Because at the end of the day, where do they get their shit? From advertisements, because these are the kind of morons that still pay for cable TV. Like, that's how... Like, and that's why, to me, people need to realize that when you see those numbers, those don't apply to us. Those aren't gamer numbers. Those are normie numbers. That's a different market. It's the same thing. Why would we talk? It's the equivalent of us talking about makeup numbers or this or that, whatever. Of course it sells. It caters to women, this and that. Why are we comparing women's makeup to video games? And that's why, to me, I think talking about mainstream normie games is a terrible for the gaming conversation, because it's a completely different audience. We are not the same audience. We just straight up are not.
We're definitely not the same audience, but, like, especially because, as you were saying all of that, I was actually looking at the numbers between, like, how much Mortal Kombat has sold within its first like GTA 5, and it's
GTA's
not
high.
even remotely close. It's not even remotely close.
And
Like like
you know
God
what?
damn, I was not like I was expecting a much lower number. That is higher than I fucking expected.
Like Mortal Kombat sold higher than I thought. I already know GTA sold a shit ton. Like that's not like again, GTA is one of the top.
Guess the number on its first year.
Wait, for MK, which one though? Or
For no for GTA 5, and then we'll say MK1
5 or 6. I'm gonna say 5 or 6 for the first year for sure.
For MK1.
No, GTA.
Oh, 5 or 6 mil.
Yeah, for MK, I give it 2 or 3 mil.
Okay, well, for MK1, looks like it sold. It said 5 mil.
Oh shit, damn! It still sold shorter than
Grand
the
Theft
last
Auto
one. So last I
5 in
heard.
its first year sold 205 million units.
Wait, million?
Million! Like I said, it's not even close.
Damn, it sold more than I thought. Shit. Well,
It sold more than I thought, and I was thinking fucking at least 25 mil.
you know, what I just realized. You know what probably inflates those numbers because I think about this too. How many normie? I know.
It goes off its first year. I'm just basing off first year.
You know what
I'm
it
not
is?
looking at lifetime.
Cut that number in half. This is more accurate. How many of those dumbasses you think either broke or scratched that disc? So, like I just
Even
thought
if
about
you
that.
want to cut it in half, that's still pretty.
Oh no,
big
hell yeah!
fucking number.
No,
100
cut it in
million
half.
Units sold.
That's fair, but that's still a shit ton of number. You get what I'm saying? I feel it's more an accurate representation of how many people. But here's the other thing too that we need to get is that we need to understand how sales things. I mean, you get it right, but for everybody else is that okay? It's still half. That's still a lot of people, and I guarantee you, you can same thing with Mortal Kombat, right? But the other thing is that with Mortal Kombat, why it's still in the same revenue for money. Why do you think NetherRealm and Warner Brother? Because they make so much money. You know, one time like Mortal Kombat's had crazier microtransactions than GTA, and God knows how much they make from their shit too. But on top of that people forget, Mortal Kombat releases more frequently than GTA. And if we're being honest, I bet money. I want to say the most profitable one clearly is Call of Duty. Not only does it sell more than Mortal Kombat, maybe not quite as much as GTA, which is a crazy thing to say, because in my mind, I feel like COD sells more, but because why? They release every fucking year! You know they make more money than those two. But, and it's crazy.
I don't even know why I decided to do it to myself. I'm like, you know what? How much has Mortal Kombat sold in its lifetime? Like in total?
You know what's even crazy?
84 million units in total from like the first Mortal Kombat going all the way up to the current one.
And here's the thing too.
84 million units. That means GTA 5 still sells. Wait, damn, that's scary. But that kind of goes to also like bring up like the horde army that is the fucking casual. Like,
yeah, no. And you know what I said? And the thing
like
is,
they genuinely they see the word Grand Theft Auto and they think, oh yeah, that's that one game that we used to play all the time. I'm gonna go jump on it. But I think that's also the reason why Take-Two and Rockstar, like, they take their sweet ass time with these games too. Like, they fucking take a bajillion years just to make a single game. And obviously a lot of people have their take on whether or not GTA 5 was good or not. I thought it was a pretty good game. I do not like the online portion, but there's a large casual fan base that loves the online portion.
To me, it shows you that that's how they're normie NPCs, because GTA Online is the most boring shit on earth, just like this.
but don't you want to play as a gangster and make people pay money and stuff? Or like,
I hate, dude, I swear to God, every time I see any footage of
it's also like the most popular way to play GTA Online.
Every time I see GTA Online, dude, it looks like dudes standing, or like it is like someone needs to explain to me what the fuck. I feel like they're doing nothing, and then see, this is to me, it's like, you know what, I can agree to disagree. It's like it's the equivalent of watching like League. I'm like, I have no idea what's happening. I have no genuine idea how anyone plays GTA Online. It is the most boring shit on earth. The only thing that maybe makes sense is when they do those race things and they have all the weird loop tubes. Okay, like that. Okay, cool. That's cool. That's like some Gmachi, but everything else. And then when they say, no, to me, I will always make fun of people. Oh, I roleplay in GTA. Like, bro, all I ever see is y'all sitting in a car, being boring as fuck, and talking like, do they know what roleplay is? Like, they literally like, I'm kerfluff. Like they're so retarded that I can't comprehend it. You're talking to a professional BBTAG roleplayer. I literally no. Every GTA roleplayer can choke on my dick. Like, I roleplayed so hard in a lobby with chibis. How do we go harder than y'all do, bro? We don't even, it's not realistic or anything. Literally, we have a chibi, yet we go so hard on the fucking, I mean, no mic, let that sink in. It's a game not designed for roleplay. It's a fucking fighting game. It's a lobby we can only use emotes and chatting, and we go way harder at role playing than y'all do.
Answer. I can honestly give you an answer. It's the simplest answer.
Go for it.
IQ.
You know what? Yeah. I thought you were gonna say limitations, but like that is also very true.
Yeah,
like, dude, like you know, and people, all of you, right now, watch my BBTAG compilation videos, and you be like, wow, they're actually having fun, and you can see the roleplay. Oh, he's the teacher, Yukiko. All they're doing there. Meanwhile, in GT, I could not tell you for the life of me. Okay, what are you role playing? Like that's the other. Like, what are you role playing? I just. Like, you know, and it goes back to what you were saying, Martu. Like, I'm tired of it. Like, maybe it's the fact that it's so realistic that it's like, you know, it's the equivalent, like, oh wow, let me roleplay being a boring dude in real life. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with this rant, bro. Cause fuck me, the GTA Online is the most cancer shit on earth. It's so boring, bro. I fucking rather kill myself. Fuck me, dude. That shit's so boring.
It's funny because I'm in the party of I play Grand Theft Auto, but mainly for like the.
I mean, that's
and
how it
after I
should
play the
be.
campaign, I really don't touch it afterwards. Like I think I played it twice in total,
And here's the thing.
and I have touched it since.
What the good thing is that we're in the majority. Only a handful of people, believe it or not, actually do the online. Most people do what we do, as they have for years. Oh, play on the fuck's it called, and then we go home, kind of thing. Thank God.
I just play the mini golf game mode. I would have played more if it had a fishing mechanic.
But yeah, and that's the thing that I want to tell you, so you guys can see, is that, and here's the other thing that is sad, as we mentioned, clearly the amount of people that don't play video games and they're just normies, they outnumber us, and the problem is the industry listens to them more than us, and that's why, again, going back to the quote, stop making video games for, you know, again, if anything better, stop dumbing down fighting games for people who don't want to play them. Stop making video games for people who don't play video games. Because guess what? If they, let's say, imagine if COD, GTA, and Mortal Kombat gave us a game we actually like, no, like this and that, we would be happy. The normies would still buy it anyways. They don't fucking care. So all they're doing is pissing off the core audience and fans, because the normies are going to buy this shit anyways. They don't give a fuck about input lag or delay. They just button mash anyways.
I would argue what ends up happening in that scenario, a lot of the normies end up dropping off from playing the game itself because they're too terrible at the game.
Yeah, that is also.
Yeah, because they will reach a point
Oh,
of the game where just like they're only playing against people who are just better than them.
You know, we've reached that point. Have you guys seen, like, especially not, and I feel the internet has exacerbated this for sure. Especially COD. I think COD's the biggest offender of this because of so many people. 100%. Oh, this is how you become MLG.
I feel like COD has been like that for the longest
time.
This isn't really new.
No, it's not.
I would say
not even
for the past decade.
Nah, because dude, I literally just got watching a video about 360, and even the guys all there was like, oh man, this is before MLG. Like, people just played for fun. No one was trying to be good. Meta weapons weren't a thing. And I was like, you know what? That is true. Like, basically, I think after PS3 era, and again, thanks to, like, because the thing is, people always forget, the internet was not readily accessible. And you're talking to someone who's poor, I would go to library, this and that. Until the internet became far more accessible and people started getting more used to it. You got to remember, PS3 era, people barely got internet. No one knew all this, that, whatever. And it wasn't until Black Ops 2 days. It's like, okay, we went from, okay, you suck dick to, okay, you're intermediate, like maybe novice. And now you're intermediate. So now you know, you've seen the difference. Like you got now have an incentive sense of ego because you're better than half of the people. And then you see these videos like, oh man, I'm so much. And then everybody gets consumed by it. And now it's like just a major problem right now. And now, like, no, it's true. Like, this is why I love playing on PS3 always, dude. It is a 9-day difference. The amount of sweating on like PS4 is insane.
I feel like instead of having the internet, it was just really just a word of mouth. It's just like, oh, FAMAS and Modern Warfare 3 is really OP. Like instead of having the internet tell you what was broken, it was mostly just word of mouth. And so it's still the internet thing, because obviously there's someone else from another part of the world telling you this.
No, and even then,
but I feel like the sweating was just very persistent in all of COD years.
Nah.
The idiots learned how to use chat. That's what happened, guys. But no, I mean,
the idiots learn how to use chat. That is so true.
That pretty much does line up though, because if you think about it, like you're talking about during the like after the PS3 era, like during PS4, like what, 2013, 2014, 2015?
Yeah.
Around those.
No, to me, I was talking about PS3 era.
But like, regardless, like a lot of it came down to, like, I mean, the rise of YouTube and that, and like, you know, how to keep on pumping out videos. Oh, I'm just gonna start putting YouTube videos saying that, you know, I have the ultimate weapon in X, Y, and Z. This is how to get it, or
this is how you get the golden ray gun in zombies.
I see that. And that's the thing. Early YouTube videos and PS3, they were still, people were more focused on fun things. No, meta videos weren't like. First of all, they were barely a thing, and then second. Yeah,
no one cares.
And going back to like I said, honorable prop. I think for him that he feels that way is because he's a kid. Of course he's gonna suck dick. His perception of this, like, I think to all the Zoomers, it's always been sweaty. Because, you know, people like me clap these kids. Like I guarantee you, I put my boss to Honorable's face in Black Ops 2 Labby. I guarantee you that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why to me, like no, trust me, I've seen it. Like, everybody sucked, adult, dude, whatever. Because, like, bro, and that's why I think, and this is true. Semi-fighting is like, the better you get, it is what it is. And even COD players are saying that part of the problem with sweating is like, you just inherently will get better as you keep playing. That's why I think the core problem with sweats in COD really is that once you get good enough, play something else, bro. You know, you're the problem. Let the scrub it out. That's why we have skill-based matchmaking, and thank fucking God. And again, and the other thing is going back to the no, because that did happen. He's not wrong. I don't know about all people saying rumors, this and that. Here's the thing, though. You know the average person, they're a fucking idiot. They don't know anything. Oh, man, you're like, oh, man, this shit sucks. And then the thing is, people don't think into account play stuff. But then when MLG, no, we had people who have been experienced. They heard the rumors. They discomfort. And now you have, you know, again, good example, FaZe Clan, one of the best. Not only do you have people who are varied, they're like, oh, they would be like, oh, this gun is good. Oh, but take in mind, you have to, you know, they would have nuance. They'd be like, okay, this is a good gun if you play in close quarters and if you're this kind of play style. Like they knew what the fuck they were. They weren't just saying shit. You know, and they can show you, okay, you have to, and a good example, you know how I know the peak of that? These fuckers didn't know what they were talking about. The amount of motherfuckers that were, one, bitching about quick scoping in Black Ops 1, and Mario already know where this is going, the Mac I mentioned that. Two, oh, this is really good gun, this and that. Quick scoping sucked dick in Black Ops 1. They nerfed the shit out of it. If that's not an indicator that people don't know what the fuck they're talking about, unless they actually, like, start talking numbers, I don't know what will. Heck, this happened already in fighting games. Street Fighter 2 is the pinnacle of that bullshit. Speaking of, Street Fighter 2 is actually, I know, on the top list of not only just best-selling games, but also the most profitable. It's actually really up there because people didn't take into account the amount of quarters that were spending in Street Fighter. You know, shout outs. That's why.
Bringing up Black Ops.
No, because the
Black
salty
Ops 1
rollback was like a new feeling, man.
True. Anyways,
bringing up Black Ops 1, I'm about to go extra boomer on you guys on this because I remember this like it was fucking day one, or I'm still fucking there. Like, the no scoping and like the quick scoping inside of fucking Black Ops was so bad that they even updated it to improve it, and it was still really bad. I still remember for like 8 months straight, people were just still bitching and complaining about how bad it was, to the point where everyone just started using fucking like ARs and SMGs, and then they realized, holy Christ, the SMGs are OP. Why would I want to quick scope people?
Yeah, literally. Yeah, no. See, so thank you. You know. Like that's how
that 12 is the shit.
Like that's
not like one thing where I feel like the normies won in a scenario during the Black Ops age. It was definitely Black Ops 3. How like they would continuously nerf the shotgun, the Brecci. I think that was called, but it was never. It like remained OP for its entire life cycle. I feel like that's like where a case where just like you can appeal to like balancing people, but the normies won in the end of the day.
Fucking normies. You know what? This might as well just turn into a full-blown normies killed gaming. That's what happened, guys. We're here at this point. We're about to pay $80 to $90 per game, and like all the consoles are going to be like $6,000-7,000 at a point. And mainly because normies will buy it regardless. Normies will sell their own mom on the corner just for them to play the new console. That's how bad we've gotten.
Remember, if you want to play an old game, $90 for 4 Tears of the Kingdom
in 4K. You know what I just remembered too?
To be fair, for the longest time, in order for you to play Marvel vs. Capcom 2, that also did cost $90.
True.
Before the collection came out.
True. I mean, and here's the thing too, you guys, that it just made me realize more too with the whole sweating thing with COD, that it just has. It is that people are more sweaty. They look at skill-based matchmaking, like the amount of dumbasses that don't know that this shit existed since like the first fucking Modern Warfare is insane. And why? And in there, the skill-based matchmaking was smarter because now they only have it separate. Well, are you a sweat? You get only sweats. Old COD was like you have 3 tiers: sweats, okay, and trash. That's why everyone was always able to have fun. And you always see in the lobbies, you have like the 5 people who are consistently bottom. The one dude who everybody's like, that motherfucker, and then on both teams, and everyone's like, okay, whatever.
No, that dude on the leaderboard, 30 kills, 3 deaths.
Oh my god.
And if you notice, even in then too, there would be different tiers of them, and they were rare. The problem is now, and that's what it is, and that's the best way to put it. That's why even if you put the old skill-based matchmaking of old CODs, we would still have a problem. Because guess what? it would always work back then because you always need more scrubs than intermediates and more intermediates than sweats. And again, like you guys look over to my screen now. Can you guys see it? Speak of the devil. This is the perfect timing. Look at Maximilian's chart for fighting games, and I think this is just in general. It's like a rule. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
I thought it was gonna be a pyramid scheme.
Ignore the bottom one. This is their perception of people who think are good. But like this graph of casuals, how many there are, right? And then not. And this is for anything in general. Like and this is how, if you want to balance for any game, it needs to be like this. You need to have this many people that get the ASB, this many people who think they're okay, and then right here. But the problem is COD is like this. It's like the other way around. There's people that suck, but most are a novice. Like I said, that is true. The kids, average dude, bro, they only have so many hours. But how many do we know that? Oh no, they're trying hard, and then the sweats and actual pros. And it's funny because in reality, there is still this many pros, no matter what. But how many people think
100% inaccurate? Because I feel like there are a lot more casuals than what it's depicting. But keep going.
Oh no, this is perception. That's what this is. That, like he said it. This is true for COD and Street Fighter. Like this, how many? If anything, I would say this is more accurate toward the actual one. But this is an over exaggeration. Right? Like I would say, casual and tourist cut it in half, and novice put it over here. But outside of that, then this would be the graph for shooters. And that's the problem. See, for fighting games, this is true. This doesn't change. This is the perception of what casuals think. See, this is the max graph. Max sees this is what the FG, and this is correct. There is this many casuals and tourists. Look at how many more of them. Look at that. Half of fighting game players are casuals and tourists. Novices make up like a third, and then the rest of us don't make shit. For COD, I would argue novices make up at least half, and casuals and tourists make up a bit less than half. And then, like, this again, COD players, they don't listen to us. Look at you, dude. You're right there. Why would Activision listen to you? You get what I'm saying? Like for the COD chart, it's more like, eh. Like, it just, novice just goes from here, and then this goes to there.
What this is showing me, from what Greatest is showing me, we need to brainwash casuals to make the same complaint that pros do, so that they make the changes.
Straight up, and that's the other thing too. That's why some things get mega nerfed too, because of YouTubers, and they'll push this propaganda. By the way, both for fighting games and motherfucking shooters, they'll listen to their favorite content creator and they just chirp off the same shit, and then everyone seems to be bitching about this, so I guess we'll nerf it.
Man, you're giving way too much credit to Kai content creators. Like, I love them all. They're great. Well, at least most of them are great. But like, yeah, the devs are not listening to them whatsoever.
Exactly.
They see the casuals and they see how they're playing. They're looking at their algorithm and they're thinking to themselves, how can we keep the player retention going?
Mm-hmm.
And like, how can we keep these casuals to constantly play our game so we can make them
battle passes?
Literally, nope, absolutely. That is 100%.
Honestly, yeah, and there are 2 battle passes. There's the regular battle pass you're able to buy, and then there's like the premium battle pass.
Fortnite went absolutely wild with the attention span of like having like 5 battle passes.
That is fucking. And that's the other thing I think we could agree to. The thing is that, man, at a certain point for some of this shit, it's like, okay, you just have no life, dog. Like, and that's the problem with a lot of these things, bro. It's like, especially like for like Fortnite, that like, dude, these are meant for like, and that's why kids like, cause dude, as a kid, you have so much fucking free time, The fucking grown ass motherfucker ain't got time to do all that bullshit.
My daughter has 0 time playing anything that's not Roblox.
Hey, Roblox is tight though.
It is tight.
And the thing about, and again, same thing how we mentioned before, I think games like Roblox and Fortnite and Minecraft don't belong in the conversation because, one, they're kind of more than just game. Well, mine is Fortnite. That's the 100% of game. But also, like, they're a hangout space for kids. They're like, we used to go this and that. That's just their hangout space. But I won't reiterate that.
100%.
And then on top of that, they're also games.
Back in my day, like hangout space was just in the multiplayer menu lobby.
Like for us, bro, we're
man. Back in my day, my hangout spot was the movie theater with the 3 arcade games.
yeah. You know what else it is too? Like Roblox. Not only is it a hangout space for kids, it's a game. First of all, Fortnite's whatever, but Roblox and Minecraft are good ass fucking games. Like grown ass motherfuckers can't play it, whatever. And like, look, we play fucking Roblox. That shit's tight as fuck. We got escape from Roblox in that bitch. Like, I argue Fortnite, the kids have it too good in Roblox. They don't even know it.
I would say Fortnite is a little more age-friendly, whereas Roblox, it's mainly, like, more toward kids. Like, yeah, there are a lot of kids that play Fortnite, but I also know a lot of adults who actually do play Fortnite and actually enjoy themselves,
That's
and
fine.
they don't try to like go all out and try to like get all like the craziest kills and shit.
Thank
They just
God.
jump on it so they can shoot the shit with their friends and have a good time.
Literally, that's what I get on for. Shit. Like, to me, bro, if you're trying in Fortnite, you need some help. On God, bro. Do you have any self-respect, dog? As a grown-ass man? You know, that's where I'm at, bro. Imagine trying in Fortnite.
Self-respect, never heard of her.
Alright, I think we're lingering on this random subtopic for a good minute. I don't even know what started. Oh, right, whatever, because normies, right? I mean, again, at the end of the day, this loops back to, like, this is where all the money goes, right? And hopefully we can get across, you guys, especially for indie developers, you gotta realize this is an audience you will never reach. Do not dumb down the artistic integrity of your game for these people. That's why, for me, like, I'm not adding a fucking easy mode. Because you morons are too stupid to truly, like... And the thing is, I'm adding things that they would care about, you know? And again, Roblox and other games show an example. Like, GTA doesn't... Good example, GTA doesn't have a difficulty slider. No one bitches about that.
I thought I did. I thought I had an easy, medium, hard.
Nope. Red Dead 2 doesn't have it.
I would have never noticed anyways.
Regardless, what's a hot topic on today? Besides Switch,
HoloLive gave us a 2-for-1 bundle deal.
Oh right, dude. Okay. We won't linger too much. We talked about this so many times, and I'm already tired of it. But we right now we are. This is like we already called it before. This year was not a good year for VTubing, and the fact that we had Mume and Gura graduate was living proof. And then we had a Cinder drama. I think I mentioned to Mar before that some VTuber was a lion bitch, and you know what? Honorable, you can explain the Cinder situation. Go for it.
Tiger bitch.
The AI VTuber called her out before it even happened, and that is amazing.
I mean, I'll say this much.
I can send like a clip thing later.
I said it before that she's getting the treatment how I wish Fruit got the treatment. You let me never talk about that cheating bitch who cheated on her husband and got railed by 5 dudes when he went and he was like in the army. I was like, nah, you're a bitch. And the amount of people trying to unironically defend her, and including fucking stupid Kason being retarded in the group. But yeah, no, this bitch is getting here. Like, dude, no, she lost like 60K followers. Like, no, dude, it is. Oh,
I thought it was 600.
Oh, whoa! Thank God.
600K.
Okay, even better. Regardless, this is the cancel I approve.
It was all fucked up for her.
But yeah, so right now, not the greatest year for VTubing. Indie VTubers, who knows? So your time to shine, right? It means if someone fails, you can glow up. That's how this works. Japan's pretty good though for the most part, so good for them.
So do we want to talk about the awesome announcement that EA did?
Okay, wait, what did? Oh, did you hear that they? Wait. Did you guys hear that they actually canceled Titanfall 3? The rumor...
Okay, hold on. That's what I wanted to bring up.
Okay, carry on.
They didn't actually cancel nor confirm they were working on a Titanfall 3. What they said was they were working on an extraction shooter that was based in the Titanfall universe.
Okay, that's what that. Okay,
now,
yeah.
Mind you, this is the same type of speak that they did with Apex Legends, and everyone thought, "Oh God, they're working on a game that's in the universe of Titanfall. Oh, it's Titanfall 3," and then Apex Legends came out. So it's the same type of conversation.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm just gonna keep calling it Titanfall 3: Escape from the Frontier.
Oh, but did you hear that? So did you also hear that they laid off a lot of employees?
Yeah. In Respawn alone, I think they let go up to 100, but I think the total going around all of EA was about 400 devs.
Yeah. You know, let me look at my news real quick because there's a lot. There's a couple more things. So I say we got VTubing, we got the stuff, and then definitely the thing's gonna cost a lot. Also, tariffs. We're gonna talk about tariffs because it's very relevant. So
tariffs,
they don't. Okay, so the tariffs. This is the fun part. They don't affect the electronics that much. So like we dodged the bullet. Too late though. Companies have already adjusted their numbers, so we're getting charged extra anyways. Get fucked.
Yeah, everyone immediately jumped on it and decided to change their numbers anyway, even if it didn't touch the electronics. Which is fucking
you know why? Because they can have the excuse of just like, oh well, we already made the instructions and we already talked with the staff and the people who fund us.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
And this was your little sticky like goon caving wormhole that you used.
Fucking love it. It's hilarious.
Yeah, so we are. I'm like, no. You know how I know that it definitely kicked in? You know where you guys? I got my. I got lucky. I just got done bending my feet, and like I said, we're working on the video right now. I looked at the price for the B570, not the 80. I got my shit for like 250, and the card should more or less should be like 230. This shit's like 288 now. I'm like, what the hell? Like, that's how I knew, okay, that they're kicking in. I was like, so man, I'm gonna make this video. In the video I mentioned, I was like, sadly, the timing of this video is not great because, okay, this is a PS5 Pro killer. That, by the way, that's the video that we're doing. It's not going to be for long when these tariffs kick in for real, and they're already kicking in. So it's like, shit. Short-lived PS5 Pro killer, dude. Holy shit. It started at the beginning of the year, and it ended, what, in the 5th month? Shit, crazy.
It's kind of crazy we're even at this point now. Like, I can't even imagine, like, by the end of the year, how much shit we'd have to, like, go back and review, and, like, what the fuck, that happened this year? Like, oh my god, man, what the hell?
Right.
Like, as a gamer, this shit's just fucking crazy, man.
But
it also goes to show that we're about to have a lot more piracy go on this year. I feel like piracy is going to run
because
rampant.
You know how you're correct? It is true that piracy is a service problem. That applies to missed sales. But that's why everybody's like, I feel like that makes sense, but whatever. But everybody knows in the back of their mind, and when people do bring it up, what makes true piracy irrelevant? No, piracy primarily is a poverty problem. Piracy exists because people don't have money to buy the main thing. That's the real thing. But companies that are smart know, I'm never getting that money. Let me focus on the people who can take money. You know what I'm saying? That's why what Gabe says is true, because you could do what you want. You'll never get rid of piracy until poverty stops being a problem. What he focuses on, let's not lose money that we can get. And if you piss off your consumer, you don't get that money. Doesn't matter what you do. That poor person's going to bootleg your game no matter what. They don't have the money. And that's why what you're saying, 100% true. People are going to want the new Switch. Guess what? No one's going to buy the Switch. No one's going to buy the games. There's going to be people like us that are numerous. I can be like, oh man, let me, oh, your kid, hold up. Let me do this, that. And then you get them like a bootleg Switch, get some games. And then they just start spreading. Look at how many people sold bootleg DVDs. So, like, I think you're absolutely correct, bro. You know, it's market demand. There's going to be a huge demand for Switch and Switch 2. Poor-ass families. And now, with how many people know about Switch jailbreak, and again, we already seen how fast they fucking already have the emulator. You really don't think there's going to be a huge outbreak of Switch? And that's the funny thing is, that's why Nintendo, they're going after the wrong audience. That's why they suck. Everybody knows Steam and Nintendo are two different parties that go against piracy. One does it the smart way. Let's go after people that... Oh, and let's make the service better to keep the people that have money. When Nintendo, we're fucking everyone. I don't care if you're poor. It's like, bro, it doesn't matter. They're not gonna give you money. They're poor. Fucking idiot. You know, shit. But yeah, no, you're absolutely correct, bro. You're absolutely.
You know, speaking of Nintendo, it just hit me, and I heard about this earlier today. Apparently, Nintendo's going after the person who leaked the Pokemon game last year. Like, they're trying to find his ass now.
I mean, heck, did you hear the dude who leaked the GTA trailer went to jail?
To be fair,
I mean, he took a risk.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm gonna be honest, in some of those things, especially someone who's a dev, nah, I'm with them. Like, you guys, like, man, you guys have no idea. Like, the amount of time, money, consideration that goes into marketing and all this stuff, it's a lot. And again, that's why there's terms, conditions, again, NDAs. Like, I'm gonna keep, hey, you guys might be whatever. I can't stress this enough. Trust me. Take it as someone who's also a dev. For the love of God, do not leak. For the most, okay, this and that. Some things like it's a minor confusion, but for the most part, if you want to save your ass and not piss people off, do not try to leak shit. Do not try to spoil is one thing. Like, it's different scenarios and that, but it's better just to not. Like, no one really likes you. No one really cares. I mean, I could care less. And especially the thing, no, seriously, like, there's an art to hype and marketing, and that's the problem. Indie game developers don't understand this. AAA ones do. That's why I know I can be big dick, because I understand it. Because it's psychology. Like, you really don't think, like I even seen it in school. Like, there's a reason we have marketing departments, and then all this. Like, there's a lot that goes to it. Again, you can make best game, this, that, whatever. If you don't market it right, you don't do the right psychology. Like, you know, you can have a trailer, put all the money, but if the trailer's ass, well, why the fuck would anyone buy it? You know, and it can be down to the timing. Like, fun fact, there's a video that literally has a scientific way to do the perfect jump scare. You really don't think when GTA spends millions of dollars to make their game, they're gonna be pissed that your dumbass got lucky and ruined just literally $1 million. So when they say that, and again, this is core, they're legit. And remember, they're boomers, they don't know shit. So they have objectively quantified to, like, yeah, this person needs to be 10 years in jail and he owes us $1 million. Because guess what? It probably took them that fucking much to get that timing down for the hype, and you ruined it. Like, R&D is no fucking joke. You guys do not understand. It is like, no, like, do not. That's where I'm like, you know what? I'll shake hands with the developers. Like, okay, we agree on something. You fuckers need to stop fucking with our plans, bro. That shit ain't funny. Hell no. Fuck no. Like, trust me, y'all. I'm like, right now, like, why do you think I'm very good at keeping my own mouth fucking tight-lipped? And like, oh, you want to do sprinkles to get people excited because that's how we are. That's how fucking these hairless monkeys work. That's the true way to really get these motherfuckers by the balls. That's why, again, another bad problem with indie devs is they need to learn to be more quiet because they can give away too much. Or over promise. Just look at that game in space that's like Minecraft. I forgot what it's called already.
Oh, Man's Sky.
Thank you. The guy would have 100%. So again, no, I don't even care. And I care, and mind you, respect to him as a developer, he actually kept his mouth shut after, and then whatever. But the damage was already done. He moved his mouth too much already, and the game just disappointed. You overpromised. That's the other problem too, is overpromising. But that's just anything I want to get at that. I mean, I feel like they kind of overdo it. Like, I think the prison time, like, okay, the money, fair enough. The prison time, I was like, all right, bro, they're not like a criminal, right? Like, maybe some time in jail to learn your lesson kind of thing. But in my opinion, never more than a year. Anything more than that, it's like, okay, dog, that's a bit much, dog. Like, don't get me wrong, it takes time to develop a game. But if you're taking more than 2 or 3 years, you're doing something wrong, in my opinion. To a degree, it depends. Like, I mean, obviously, you're not Rockstar or some bullshit. Like, a year is too short for a game. But still, my point stands. That's just something. Yeah. Also, you guys can see this is the video I was talking about right here. I asked 360 players why they're still stuck in the past. Go check that out. Anyways, what the hell are we talking about again? I'm tired, man.
Hey, quick question. Go look at the GTA 6 trailer. I want to see how many views it has. Don't click on it. I just want to see how many views.
It probably has a lot. It didn't. And you know what? It's unironically funny. GTA 6 kind of got lucky because that random shadow drop leak. Oh, 251 million views, dude.
That's how much it's gonna sell in the first year.
I can see. Wait, yeah, I can see that. I mean, yeah.
In fact, no. Because GTA 5 was 205 million units in 1 year. I would say GTA 6 would bump that up by, let's say, 150%.
Wait, if anything, wait. No. To me, what kind of makes me, I could see it saying 100 mil. I guarantee you, definitely. Anything past that, I don't know, because it still goes back to back. Because at the end of the day, reality kicks in, even with normies. Who has that kind of money? You know, like, there's not a lot of PS5s in circulation right now, or series. And then on top of that, how many of them have an extra $100? Like, here's the best way to put it. I feel like if someone right now already has a PS5, they're gonna get it. Like, I think only the true gamers aren't, like, I'm not gonna get it. I don't give a shit. But I'm in the mad minority. You know, like, Asmon's probably gonna get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can see like half of gamers getting it. But like the other ones, no, because like, again, good example. How many of us really play Pokemon?
You know what?
Not really.
I have a conspiracy right now.
Okay, go for it. Go for it.
What if the reason why
conspiracy theory mode?
Yeah, what if the reason why Microsoft decided to up their prices during holiday season was because they knew people were gonna go out and actually buy GTA 6, and knowing that if they raise up their prices, they're gonna make buku cash off the people who are like, oh, I need a console, and then they look at the PlayStation because I'm pretty sure they're gonna up their price as well. So look at that and be like, oh man, I don't think I can spend like $600-700 on that. I think I'll be fine with just buying this regular version of an Xbox Series S that costs $400, so I'll be able to play GTA 6.
Ooh, you're right, dude. I think you are 100% right. You're right, and they'll use the tariffs as an excuse, but no, the reality is because GTA. I think you're right. I think you're correct as fuck. But even like I said, it's gonna sell a lot. But the only reason I know for sure I think GTA won't, like, because here's the thing, it'll sell more, but not as in a percentage quality, because again, there's more people that play video games now than ever. People forget that. That's the main. It's just because population, simple number, but it's because, again, it's just too much money. That's really what it is. Like for the average like people, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna sell, it just won't sell as much. Like, to me, here's the best way to put it: it would sell 300 to maybe 500 million if we were not, one, in the economic situation we're in now. 2, the systems were worth their value, and 3, the game was not 100. Then at that point, oh, it's guaranteed, because then I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna get GTA. Like, think about it. We would probably maybe hear 1 or 2 people that say they're not gonna get it. That's a lot of people. Like, in Chicago alone, how many people fucking are there? You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's, to me, as a business person, that's why I look at it from that, right? It's like, I don't like losing money on the table. You know, that's how I see this shit. Like, I have the vision of the people who work at these AAA companies. That's why I get them. That's why I know my shit can cook, because indie developers don't have that vision, bro. You gotta have that hunger. You gotta have that dick energy, bro. You know, like that dude said, those are rookie numbers. That's why, like, oh, this game, like, yeah, because anything less than 10 mil is rookie numbers. I ain't having that shit. That sounds like some bitch shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, in my sense, like, if I can get 1 mil, I'll be like, all right, this is a good start. Like, to me personally, like, all right, cool, we're getting started, right? Like, I'll still whatever, but I wouldn't put a message like, oh, we someone, because I think it's cringy. To me, it admits that you're a bitch. You're like, oh my god, 1 mil. To me, it's like, I would just be like, okay, whatever. I would not even look, nothing. Like, like someone asked me, I'd be like, oh yeah, sure, whatever. But I'm not gonna put a poster. Oh, thank you for 1 million. Like, no, fuck that shit. To me, that's bitch energy. You're not gonna see that shit with my game. The only time you'll see me be like, oh, boy, is when we get 10 mil. That's the only time you're gonna see some shit in my game. Like, okay, now we can make a little thing, whatever. But 1 mil, I'm like, nah, those are bitch numbers. You're gonna say that's the energy that GG has for his game. You know what I'm saying? You gotta believe in your big dick pro. I'm not stupid Strive. I'm not stupid Pal World or all these other, like, no, bitch, I got big dick numbers. Like, come on. If I am stealing from GTA, COD, and Street Fighter, I better have triple the numbers then. I don't want 1/8 of what those fuckers make. I'm trying to steal.
To be fair, that I'm not gonna lie, I can imagine like AAA developers also saying that to themselves. Oh, we're stealing from all these other popular games. We should at least make this amount of money. I don't know, man. I don't think that might be the good path to go down, man. We gotta stay in our lane,
right?
And
yeah.
like go the proper way in these channels, man. Because when it comes down to it, it's watching these motherfuckers fall and the way how they're gonna be, especially when GTA 6 actually drops and they talk about the pricing. And then, like, whatever the limited edition is going to be, which I'm pretty sure we're probably going to be looking at, like, a $300 edition of GTA 6.
Fuck me. And this game isn't... a lot of people saying this game will come out until next year. I agree.
Nah, it's definitely
can't
coming
forget
out
about the... Too.
Oh, you know the other reason why I think GTA won't sell as good is because of the fact that it's not on PC and Switch. That's another huge thing that's gonna probably fuck it up a bit.
No. They're gonna do the thing where like they're gonna force you, like you said, to buy the consoles first, and then a year later, oh, we finally made a PC port.
Right? No. Here's the thing though: PC players are not gonna go out and buy a console for GTA. They can wait. They have the patience of a fucking saint. They can wait. They're not gonna.
Yeah, but casuals definitely will spend all their money, even if they already have.
Oh
like,
yeah,
a
no,
fucking
yeah.
Xbox
Casuals
PlayStation,
again. Yeah.
They'll buy the other just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, and casuals don't play PC. They don't play PC. They're on console primarily. They're too stupid to play on PC.
Yo, man, why are you taking shots at Honor?
Whoa, bruh. Why you say that?
Side note, you can you can edit this part out of the video.
No, you're fine.
I sent that Cinder clip from the AI VTuber in the VTuber stories.
Cool. No, that's the girl.
Yes, where it's like you have actual friends, or are you just using them? Are they acquaintances?
Like, to me, everyone's an acquaintance until we hang out. Then we're friends.
No, dude, like, oh my god, dude, the edit was just perfect to just be like, god damn, she called her out, and she ain't even real.
Yeah, man, that's an algorithm right there. AI knew. It's like,
Also,
oh,
wait. While we're on this whole thing, did you guys hear about Sungrad being just fucking a psychopath and being called out because he's such a little fucking Nintendo bitch?
What?
Yeah, I want to beat his ass up, dude. He's such a fucking bitch. Like, I still got upset that this dude literally brought up people dying. Like, what does that have to do with the Switch, you piece of fucking shit? That's the most out-of-pocket ass shit. Like, oh, you should buy the Switch because it'll remind you of the days when you played Nintendo with your person who's there. Like, what? No, that's the most out-of-pocket shit. I'm not gonna get ripped off because, like, I want to get reminded. If I want to get reminded, I go play the Game Boy, you cuck. Like, that dude, Loki, that was so out of pocket, bro. And he doubled down, bro, in the JT review. You know what I'm talking about, Mar? Regardless, like, nah, bro. That dude needs to get his ass whooped. Oh, also, another very important info, you guys. Did you guys know the VTuber Marine was in her own mascot outfit, and staff did not know, and it was the funniest shit on earth. That
does actually sound pretty funny.
It's just so cute. Dude, I know her mascot's so cute. Oh, but here's what I want to run. This is okay. I had this mini leak. What if the first thing I could get out is a ripoff GTA Vice City, and that's what I wanted to do. But who knows? I might have to release it faster. What if I could release a free-to-play GTA Vice City PS1, but it's inspired by like 80s Vice City, not the GTA 6 one. And I would release it on the same day as Vice City because remember, I'm greatest gamer. I have big dick. Every other developer don't release during the big game. Greatest gamer, no, fuck you. I'm the opposite. You know, like you guys are the people who run away from the storm. I run towards it. And on top of that, I'm making the same shit they're making. but better. And here's the difference. So you got on top of it. Here's the thing. It's Vice City. Vice City's way better. You know where 80s is cool. No one cares about modern. Second, it's PS1, so it has a style, sure, but some people might not like it, whatever. So I know I'm gonna lose in the graphics. You know what I'm saying? Why would I compete in the graphics department with people who have millions of dollars? I'm not winning, so I can beat them in style and art. That's what we go for. And then second, we have more modes and yada. I mean, actually, to be fair, we don't know what the fuck Vice City has, so at that point. I don't know. Also, free to play. So that's my best chance. And let's see if I can piggyback a Vice. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how many people get excited for 6. They can't play 6, so they play my shit instead. Board meeting. What are our thoughts? Because here's the thing. There's no way in hell I'm making this by myself. I'm going to have hire people offhand to help. Because the other thing is about an open world game, why it's not a good idea to make it as your first game. That's a lot of content you have to make. And again, you're not competing with a team of people. So I have to hire people like, okay, you make this map. You make the police station. You know, like this is the thing I would have to get a lot of budget for. So I'm thinking like, I'm pretty sure I could market something, you know, whatever. Where people like, oh, you know what I want to do too? Whatever GTA, here's the thing, GTA 6 is going to have issues, right? Then like, when I start the Kickstart, hopefully I'll be halfway done, and then I post the demo, whatever, and then you see people like, oh man, I don't like the aiming in GTA 6. I'm like, okay, I could do better. You know what? I don't have to say anything. I can just tell all the people who are mad at GTA 6 who play it, I can promise them something like, oh, I could do that, but better. And they'll fuck with it. And the thing is, they're our age. They don't mind playing PS1 games. People don't realize, like, yeah, dude, bro, who plays Mortal Kombat in his college thing, he's like, oh, you see all shitty graphics. Oh, that shit's garbage. But if you show him his game that he grew up with shitty graphics, oh, man, that's my jam. Bro, y'all know I'm not bullshitting with that one. So if I make a PS1 GTA, those dudes don't care. They're like, no, because they grew up playing GTA with them PS2 graphics. You think they care? Hell no. The Zoomers will, though. I ain't winning the Zoomers. Zoomers care way too much about graphics. See, people my age, they say they don't like old game graphics, but you show them a game they like or something, oh, and they give all the fucks. But the Zoomers, fuck no. They hate old graphics. Well, non-Zoomer gamers. Zoomer gamers actually love retro graphics, so good on y'all. But yeah, even with that, I will say for sure, even with my game being free, I don't think I'll have maybe 3/4 the number of GTA 6, which says something. Mind you, the game is free to play. Or who knows? Maybe. Who knows? That could be a big factor. But regardless, I'm that's my only conceding. I'll be like, I'm definitely not getting as many numbers as you. I won't make as much. I'm definitely not making as much money as that. That is a cap. No matter how much well, actually, unless I do something really scummy like microtransactions, okay, maybe. No, if anything, I don't make as much money, but my profit margin is higher. That's also a big maybe. And mind you, I'm being realistic here. But my main thing is, as long as my game can show that I can compete with GTA 6, that'll set a standard for me and my dev company. You know. That's where I'm. You know what I'm saying? I'll lose the battle, but I'm gonna win the war. That's the mentality here. But anyways, you guys excited for GTA Vice City GG edition?
Give me the game already. I don't care if it's an alpha stage. Just give me the game.
You know how I just realized how I know I'm gonna cook? I forgot. Air co-op.
Oh.
Like, and the thing is, like maybe I just realized maybe this will cook better than I thought.
Just slap a multiplayer framer on it. Just let it do its own thing.
With rollback, Mr. Squidward. With rollback. You like that one?
That was good. That was good.
Regardless. No, seriously, I always had this plan for years, dude. I thought just GTA would take longer. That's why I'm hoping it comes out next year, so I have enough time to finish Idle Showdown, then release Grand. Because, I was just about to spoil one of the modes for the fan game. Thank God I shut up.
Double check. By Monday, I will have
who talks about needing to shut up and remembers to shut up.
Yes. Anyways, Mar,
congrats on him.
Let him speak. Mar, what were you saying? Sorry.
Oh no! I was saying that
you're funny.
By Monday, I will have a confirmation whether or not if GTA 6 is actually coming out this year or not.
Oh,
I'm almost positive. Like I can damn near guarantee without even asking it's coming out this year. And it's mainly because the way how games have been moving around and all these different companies like rethinking on what dates to actually set out their game, because obviously no one wants to come out around the time of GTA.
Yeah, no, literally. Like I said, like the indie game, like I'm in their Discord. Dude, a lot of people were telling him, you should release later or later, not early. Because everyone's like, dude, GTA 6 is going to come out, like, bro, for 6 months, you're fucked. Do not release anything 6 months before or after GTA 6. Don't do that to yourself. Like, yeah. I was like, no, I agree. Like, I'm going to get it. Because you already remember, it won Greatest Gamer Awards for indie game, most anticipated indie game. So, I'm looking forward to that indie game. And right now, there's a lot of good PS1 indie games Like right now, remember I told you guys the Demon King something is gonna come out. I guess still gonna make a video about that. It's coming the 15th, I think. Yeah, no, right now for indie developers, all my Philly indie developers listening. Release everything right now within the first whatever. The second you find out when GTA is coming out, like if anything, I feel like if your shit isn't coming within the next 3 to 4 months, do not have a release schedule ahead of that, because you're gonna get cucked by GTA. You know, remember, unless you're me and you're making the GTA ripoff, then I'm all for it. But I doubt any of y'all are doing that. And it's funny, remember you guys, my video that I posted, the dude who was treating indie games like, oh, we have technology now, like you too, you guys have the capability to make games better than GTA Vice City. But no, people instead just make fucking rogue whatever or 2D games and no rip-off GTAs. And I'm like, he's cooking. I haven't seen a single rip-off GTA from an indie developer. Like, at all. Like, and here's the other thing, too, is at the end of the day, like I mentioned, too, in that video, is that indie developers are just nerds. And at the end of the day, nerds are like normies. They're like the opposite. Like I said, normies will play shit like 2K and some bullshit, whatever, and that's it. Nerds are, in my opinion, worse. Like, they'll only play turn-based games and some other weak-ass shit, you know, that no one gives a fuck about, you know? And that's why most indie games are games that no one gives a fuck about, you know? Because, again, the fact that we have, you know what I'm saying, like, I guarantee you, bro, like, we look at Steam Page Indie, how many of them do you think are 2D or pixel? I mean, not that that's a bad thing, mind you. That's not an insult. I like 2D pixel. But guess what? The average person doesn't give a shit. Just, let's ignore the genre if it's turn-based or not. Just that alone, and you're like, oh, that's like 90% of them. Okay, all right. How many of them are even 3D? But even then, how many of them are good 3D? Ooh, now we're getting to the 1%, baby. Yeah, it's a motherfucker. It's a motherfucker. And only now has indie game development caught up, because now the technology that these people make, one, has become really available. Like, no, here's what's crazy. Half of my PCs are better than what the average person has and the average developer. That's one. Two, the tools to become a developer are far easier. Like, people don't realize, back in the day, you had to have a high-end computer that wasn't available to the average consumer, and obscure-ass code that you had to been in MIT for like a couple years or graduating off of Harvard to know this shit. And this continued all the way up to like the PS2, where finally engines started being normalized. Even then, guess what? We're up to Halo Infinite, where, oh, if you're not familiar with this engine, eat a dick. And that's still the case. And right now with Unreal Engine, we see it that even though it's such an easy engine, people still fuck it up. Had to take a chug. But yeah, no, right now, again, the Anon dude said it best. Even though ignoring Godot and Unity's issues, which is why I personally don't want to fuck with them either, Godot, Unity, and Unreal, compared to what we had to do during the PS3, PS2 era, is a breeze. PS4 era was the start of easy. PS5 era is the peak of easy. Heck, to a detrimental point, honestly. Like, we have it where, again, why do you think we have so many developers? It's so true that anybody can make a game, that we have dumbasses with fucking colored hair and bitching about pronouns being game directors. I.e. Concord director. You know, like, these people aren't developers. They're just random douchebags. That's how, you know what I'm saying? That's how easy it is to develop a game now. We can have douchebags. Just throw enough money, enough people. Oh, these morons together can make a map. Like, dude, if Unreal Engine making a map is basically just, it's just Halo Forge on steroids, I don't know what to tell y'all. It's really intuitive to fucking make games on Unreal. I can't even bullshit you. But being good is an entirely different story. You know, it's like anything. You know, like, literally, it's like soccer. Easy to play, easy to understand, hard as fuck to master. But the whole thing is that, again, with anything, the entry to barrier being low is always a good thing, no matter what. Again, why is soccer the most popular sport in the world? The entry to barrier is immaculately small. You literally just need you and a ball, bro. You don't even need to have, like, you know, you could also two people, a goal, that's golden, or you could just have the goal in you or the other dude, or it could just be you bouncing the ball or bouncing it against the wall, bro. The peak of why that sport is the way it is. The entry barrier is so fucking low, and the way to get better is also fucking low. That's why, to me, now, with tools like Unreal and Godot, again, compared to what John Romero, again, this is true, John Romero, they took work computers, took them home, and then brought them back to the office before anyone noticed to work on fucking Doom. We went from that to the shit we have now. Like, bro, on God, if someone wanted to, I guarantee you someone can make a game on their fucking phone. And I know because people somehow edit shit on their phone, whether video or thumbnails like Leg Peg. I refuse to do that. I'm not doing that shit. But I guarantee you, someone's scabby enough to say someone in Africa, but they're smart enough, they put in their know-how, and all they have is an iPhone, they can make a fucking game on their iPhone, bro. No bullshit. Because, like, at the end of the day, bro, the very, very things that we have right now are stronger than a fucking PS1 or a goddamn PS1 dev kit. Ain't no way now. You know? the excessive like we have the tools to compete with these big dicks. We may not have the money, we may not have the manpower, but we definitely have the know-how and the passion, and that is the thing that these companies lack. That the rise of AA indie is here. All right. Besides that, what else you guys got for me? I sort of got tangenting, even though I'm like mentally gone because I'm still tired from yesterday.
We've pretty much said everything current.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
looking
sorry
for
about that. I was talking to somebody at work,
no,
but
you're good. You're
no, we pretty much said everything for the most part.
Didn't something also release recently? Okay, no. Okay, no, we need to talk about those two. I feel like there's something else. That's why I'm looking through my history. Like, there's something else pretty major that else.
Expedition 33 is the latest game that released that everyone's loving right now. I fucking give that game a 10 out of 10. I'm not done with it yet, but it's already a fucking 10 out of 10. We already talked about that earlier. I still want to talk about it because it's an amazing fucking game. I can't even believe that a turn-based game is this fucking good. Final Fantasy, you need to cancel all your games from this point forward because you do not know how to make games. That's how good this game is.
God damn.
Yeah, that's the other reason why Final Fantasy isn't selling as well. It isn't just their exclusivity, their alienation of their fans.
Oh,
Outside of
you talked about
16?
this in previous podcasts. I can fill in the time while you're looking for shit if you want.
Yeah, and no, let me finish this one too. It's just real quick. It's just FF7 is just shit. Like, it's just a shit game. Ignoring that it's just garbage. You know, and at the end of the day, the main thing is these companies don't realize if you make a shit game, no one's gonna want to buy it. Assassin's Creed. Anyways, carry on, Honorable.
I don't know if you guys talked about it. Devil May Cry anime Netflix.
Oh, we
Millennial
didn't.
Script writing garbage.
We did not talk about this.
I'll cook while you go find whatever you're doing.
I'm just looking through
It's
history.
25 out of 10, but keep going.
Any
Yes, dude.
respectable Devil May Cry fans, or i.e. anyone who likes Dante, you are not going to like it. It is a disappointing work. The 2008 anime did it better, and it wasn't even canon.
Dude, wait,
It was
bullshit.
It's
not.
It's not canon.
It's
And
canon to me.
it's
Fuck, I don't care
literally-
what they say.
It's literally that anime was made just be like, hey, we have some funny. Let's just go make something funny, and then that's what they did. This one was like fuck, fucking, fucking, fuck, fucking,
Oh, that's
fuck.
cringe.
It's like S tier writing. Oh my goodness, these people know how to write emotional characters.
All I know is they ruined Trish. Or my bad, lady.
No. They didn't even have Trish.
I'm okay with that.
No, but it's like every character was just one-dimensional. No one had character depth. No one had character progression. They killed Lady's personality by just like changing it completely to just being an annoying bitch. Like, how do you do that? Also, not to even mention the directors and the voice actors. The dude Johnny Bosch, the voice of Nero, when he went to audition for this, it's like, oh, I heard it's like a Devil May Cry anime. I'll just throw in my audition to be like Nero or something. And then when he was accepted, the director was like, hey, here's the script for Dante that you are voicing that was made just for you on the day of his recording. And like, bruh, what are you doing?
And the thing is, you guys already know Capcom doesn't want the actual Dante voice actor because they got the woke tards who canceled him. A fun fact on that one.
Actually, he also just retired.
Dude, Johnny Young Bosch said he
voicing
retired
Dante.
and he's still doing shit. That's where I'm at. So this is fucking bullshit.
I don't know. I don't know if he's genuinely.
Johnny Young
That's
Bosch
what it
does
says.
need to retire though. Like, bro, just like I thought when he did you and BBTAG, that was his final role. Cause like, dude, I thought you were retired. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that would have been more cool if that was his last role. Was you, his most iconic one ever in BBTAG, the best spin ever. But whatever. Way to ruin the magic.
Also, he's still voicing. He's also still voicing in animes, but we don't talk about.
If anything, I argue that definitely because right now he's a good voice, but like that would have been such a good send off. You know, him playing Yu Narukami, one of the most iconic characters he's played, and especially to me personally, Yu Narukami is one of my most relatable characters, easily next to Kiryu from Yakuza. So like, and on top of that, it's like he even said too, it was one of his hardest characters to voice as well. So it's like that would have been such an amazing send off. But no.
I'm sorry, but Johnny Young Bosch is a most incredible, most profound role he has ever played. Is Adam in the Power Rangers, and I don't care what anyone says.
Oh yeah, dude, everyone loves him as in Power Rangers. There's no cap on that.
I like Yu Narukami from Persona 4, the animation.
Of course. You know. Okay. Here's the thing. What was it? Are we? This is another thing to talk about. Did you guys? So I'm glad Expedition didn't get his cucked by Oblivion, But sadly, that treatment did not get passed to KOF, City of the Wolves. That game's numbers on Steam are shit, bro. They're not even at 6,000. What the fuck? And you have a $2 million tournament. Like, it's such an anomaly. How does this game have dude? This game had better marketing than both of them, and it's selling way less.
Was insane. Like
you have Ronaldo, bro. How the fuck? I guess you know what? This kind of proves my point. What I said earlier about FIFA fans not playing it, buying anything else. So that this proves my theory like a motherfucker. Holy shit!
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. As a huge fan of Charlie Cox, I think he kicks Ronaldo's ass every day, all day.
Oh,
and especially since Ronaldo, Messi, and LeBron all got eliminated from their respective tournaments that they were playing, and all on the same day. All in the same day.
That's fucking crazy. Ain't no way.
Yeah, look it up, man.
That
is fucking wild. I found that shit out earlier.
Look it up.
That's wild. But yeah, I mean, I'm curious, Marv. What is your thoughts on that? I mean, like, what do you? I mean, heck, I'll go in Steam charts right now. Let's see, has it gone up like that? Like, maybe I'm a petty bitch, but I'm sorry, bro. The second I see him fighting him, I'm fucking with, and it has just shit numbers. My temptation to play the game just sinks. It sinks so hard, mainly because I don't like wasting fucking time to fucking find matches. I'm sorry, I'm just not patient for that.
Well, if you think about it, you end up becoming pro in that game. You just went to the $2 million tournament. You're trying to win that. So if anything, it's actually good for profit wise. The less people playing, the more chances you'll get to the 2 million.
True, but you already know those. The other problem is that, like, in theory, it makes sense, but when you really think about it, especially gaming, whether COD or fighting games, dude, you know those two motherfuckers are sweaty as shit. I got things to do. Like, I thought I was gonna, like, dude, I was cooking in the beta, but now that the actual game released, people already, and I'm like, dude, I immediately went, yeah, I don't feel like putting in even a smaller bit of effort to get better. I really don't care. I just don't have, like, you know what I'm saying? And my passion's gone for fighting games, bro. Like, literally, like, that, I'm telling you, bro, that tournament from SF6 just, like, killed any passion I had for competitive gaming. It killed it. Like I don't even care, bro. Like, I used to get tight and mad, whatever. Like, I don't even care anymore. Like I said before, that's why I'm so happy all this energy went to Devin, bro. I have more fun animating and then be like, oh my god, yo, I'm fucking, like I'm fucking pogging, bro. Like, I don't give a shit about fighting games anymore, man. Like, it's sad, but it's the truth. These games suck dick.
It's kind of how to really think that. Kind of fan games like KOF Fate and Fury should have like actually popped up in a better way, but unfortunately the shadow drop. And I mean, this wasn't really a shadow drop. Like Expedition 33, I've been waiting for ever since they announced the Summer Games Fest, because obviously I'm one of those dudes that likes watching it. But fucking, like, damn, man, I was not expecting the game to be this good. Like, I knew it was gonna be good. At first, it looked like crap to me at first. Like the way how they were trying to sell it. Like if you ever seen the trailer, like the first 10 seconds of the presentation trailer, I did not like. And then once they started showing like the turn-based combat, I'm like, ooh, wait a minute. It actually looked good. But then after playing it and now understanding it, it's like, oh my fucking god, man. I almost read this game off, man. It's fucking crazy.
I mean, to me, what made me interested is, besides the visuals are pretty good, I think the story is not appealing to me, but that's personally, is the fact that it says it takes a lot of elements from other RPGs and then puts it together. I'm like, finally, an RPG that's innovative. So I'm assuming it has features from, like, Bravely Default, SMT, and if it has anything in common with Resonance of Fate, I'm fucking with it. Because Resonance of Fate is objectively the best turn-based game ever.
You would see a piece of just about everything inside of this game.
And that's why, like, to me, why I think it might be the gold standard for turn-based RPGs from now on. I would not be that far from saying it. And to be honest, it's funny to say that, because I feel outside of SMT5, which I'm playing fucking amazing, Atlas has not been delivering in the turn-based department. Like, SMT5 is the only one. Like, P5 is cool and all, but, like, there's always a glaring problem with every Atlas release lately that's turn-based. Like, from what I always hear, and even for me, I said, Persona 5, I like the story. 4 is still better. The pacing is not great. The gameplay is objectively the best in the Persona series, but it's just way too long, and there's too many things that are wrong with it. There's always a huge complaint for every turn-based game from Atlas lately. And they're the top right now, because no one's competing with them. You know, it's nice to see one actually be innovative and push the envelope forward outside of SMT5. SMT5 is the only one that's done anything. Like, I know we had that other game that's made by them, I forgot something, but I don't hear enough of it, and even people say, like, oh, it's good, but there's some flaws. That's what I'm hearing right now about that Fantasio. You know, with the stupid ass name. See, that's the first thing. Your name is stupid. That's your first mistake. But I mean, and even I'm like mildly interested in playing it. You know.
I actually have the game on my wish list. I just haven't bought it yet.
Right. But with
And
this,
I'm kind of glad I haven't bought it yet because I have a feeling it's going to end up hitting Game Pass. In fact, wait till June, it'll probably hit Game Pass.
Right, exactly. You see. But yeah, no, it's really nice to see the turn-based thing. Like, to me, it's just like, okay, I'll get it when I get the chance. Because it's also really graphically demanding. It's to the point where it's the kind of game I want to play at 4K 120. You know, even though it's a turn-based game, but still, y'all get my point.
Ronaldo was defeated by the French.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, but my other thing is, like, do you guys love how everyone was okay with Ronaldo, but they hated the random dude? But then they've grown to love the random dude, but now they just don't like Ronaldo. Because they're like, oh, man, this guy didn't even voice his own character. And yada yada, but they're like, you know what? This funny dancing dude's alright. He's okay. And then the fact that they know that he actually likes the SNK games too, they're like, okay, so he's probably playing the game as we speak. You know, and then he's doing like a collab with Max from Rumor, I think I heard. So, you know, he's with the community. And even Alex did a video about it too. But yeah, so that's the KOF situation. And you know what's even crazier? Objectively, I think KOF. Well, I guess it's not a big contest. Oh, what's fighting game of the year? Oh, KOF City of the Wolves. No, it's genuinely, I really like it. It's such a footsies based ass fighting game, but to me at high level, it starts to go away, and I hate that. That's what I was annoyed and I didn't care. Some of the combos started getting long, and I'm like, fuck me. I just wanted a footsie game where 4 or 5 hits is the max you can get. If you get 6, it's like, oh, poggers. But no, I've seen 12 hit combos. I'm like, that's too much. So I was disappointed by that. But at a casual to normal level is decent.
Insane marketing that it had with like having like big YouTubers. Like, I don't want to say like that is what makes it insane, but just like
no, it does.
Like genuinely just being a buck wild advertisement, just like you literally don't know what they are going to do.
True.
And that's what makes it exciting.
Right. Yeah.
Only to just have like, I think the last time I checked, it had like 75,000 views on like their biggest one, which just like have to deal with like it was an advertisement within an advertisement of a wrestling match.
That's funny. Well, here's my other thing too. I guess to move on to the next, because like, okay, then you guys said, oh no, because it's still a bit. What is your thought on all the Tekken players being bitches and then leaving to go play older Tekken games more? If he's there,
they're leaving because it doesn't have Negan.
It has.
And they finally realized it. Why would I play Tekken 8 that doesn't have Negan when I can play Tekken 7 that has Negan?
Oh no, I just think they're bitches.
Also, Mar muted himself.
That's what I think he's doing something.
But yeah,
we'll get more in depth with Kuro.
Rewinding back to the Devil May Cry thing, so like the directors were completely clueless by just writing a really lame, incredibly safe story. Like people are saying, just like oh, the story's up because you're cohabiting with devils, you have to be nice. Just like, no, you can make an interesting story about that. It just probably wouldn't work that well with Devil May Cry, where he's the son of a demon king who sealed off the demon world, and he's fighting off the leftovers.
And not even that, like demons are like the bad guys.
They had no idea what they were doing.
Yeah, no, they
and they just wrote an incredibly safe, boring story. Just like, oh, I want to complete Mundus's quest by opening the portal again. Opens the portal, dies. It's like, it's fucking boring, dude.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. All I know is they put politics into it, and I thought that was cringe too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I want to say the absolute dumbest thing to me, which is dumbing down the characters, not making Dante the badass that he is, and just ruining everything else along with it.
It's crazy because there was so much hype behind that anime too, dude. Like, I was excited, and then, oh wait, they ruined it. Oh well.
I think people hyped it up because they're just like, oh my god, they're using 2000s rock. That's so fitting. And just like, okay, but they could have chose a better song.
I mean, I don't know. I just was excited because I was like, well, okay, but I mean, it's to the point now where it's just Netflix. You know, I don't expect much tonight. That's why I said like, oh, it might be good. And I did, out of all the things that come out, I had the highest hopes for DMC. But just that, I've been so disappointed. I'm like, oh, it's bad. Okay, whatever. Like, I can't even get mad. I'm at that point.
Yeah, I couldn't bother to get mad. Just like, hey, I'm just gonna tell people like, don't watch it. Devil May Cry fan or not, it's a boring story. And then, by the way, it's like I think like a week or two after, it like immediately gets announced for a second season. I was like, well, I hope that gets canceled, because how are you gonna get Nero to voice Nero and voice Dante? They're not.
But another thing I do want to mention. See, we're gonna talk about games. So that one Chinese game that's been in development for a motherfucker. You know, that's basically the dude who said he looked at FF15 and was disappointed by its combat. Lost Soulacide is coming out this month, I believe. Yes, I'm excited for that. And we are all. That's crazy. I like how we're getting. Dude, Doom. Dude, what is it with Doom releasing next to really good action, like RPGs? Like it released Doom 2 and Neo 2 released around the same period. Now we're getting Lost Soulacide and Doom the Dark Ages. Like, come on, like Doom. Doom, dude, seriously, the developers at Doom, please keep releasing more so we can get more good action RPG games, bro.
So we could get more side games.
Because no, you eat good. You're telling me I get a god tier FPS and a god tier third person game? Like, bro, we're cooking. Like, no, to this day, I will die that the best year of gaming we had. Again, what do I always say? Type, what are the best games of all time this gen? Oh, Neo 2, Doom 2. Holy shit, they released within a month of each other. Ain't that some? Like, you know I was eating good, bro. I fucking busted nut, bro. I had to clean my room because it was white from my fucking nut, dude. No, man, I lied. I had to clean up the entire city. That's how much I nutted. You can see that shit from space. And you know how bad it was? Like they had things go dee, dee, and then they're like, okay, we finally clean up. Oh, Neo 2 dropped. Oh no, there's more. There's more.
The cum accelerates.
Like,
anyways,
I swear to God, I feel like I'm the only person that understands how lucky we got that Doom and Neo 2 exist at all, let alone within the same 3-month period. And then Resident Evil 3 was there because it was you know. Granted, it's the best reimagining, which is even funnier. So I was eating Omega good, bro. No, One Punch Man. We had one of the best arena fighters come out, the One Punch Man game. Like, dude, I was eating good. That, you know, if I were to say what's the best year game, it was that year. We got the best reimagining, the best arena fighter, 2 of the best games of all time. I was eating good as fuck. I legit, dude, I like $300 just went to the wind, dog. It was gone. 300, and I never waste that much.
It was only $300, and now if we do like the prices now, that would have been $600.
Yep. Like, bro, I usually never spend more than 100 or 120 on a game ever. Like, either I buy a new game because of whatever, or I buy a shit ton of stuff on sale, and it almost never goes past 60 or 80, really. The most is like, and even then, I buy games. You know, the only time is like, oh, here's a new game I want to buy. Again, you already know there's a fighting game I want to buy and something else. Oh, like let's say I'm doing content, right? Oh, Call of Duty and a fighting game. Okay, that's like 120. That's about as much I can spend, right? 120. That's the most you'll see me spend in a month. And like, oh, for the channel, right? Because I know I'm gonna get the money back.
Man, Call of Duty by itself is 120. Come on.
I mean, that was an example. I've never bought a full price Call of Duty in years, but you get what I'm saying. Every now and then I'll have a fighting game and insert game I would really want to play, and it's for the channel. I'll get like Dragon Ball, Budokai.
That's true. Oh, man. I feel bad for that game because new DLC came out and I've been wanting to play it, but like, I gotta wait just a little hour before I get it.
I just realized, you know what? Maybe we're getting again. I just realized maybe that's why I'm in the epiphany of how good I ate with Doom, Neo, One Punch, and RE3. Is that not only are we getting Doom and Lost Soulacide, we have the Capcom collection coming out this month, and I think something else. I don't know what else, but we'll say a 4th game. Like, you know what? I think we're reaching a contender. Maybe not quite to the Neo and Doom 2 saga.
You're saying that this is going to be a contender for the best game year of the decade.
Game month, not year, but month.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Period. Maybe year, maybe. I don't know. Whatever. Regardless, but yeah, no. Because like, here's the thing. That's why I want to say. I mean, maybe you two, honorable. But Mar, are you excited for the Capcom collection too? No, that's the real excitement here. Fuck all that other shit. I'm excited for games that already exist.
We gotta pop off.
No, that's really where I'm at, dude. I get more excited for old games than new shit. Like that's where
because the old games had flavor. They had spice.
No, because I want to say. I mean, I think. I mean, is there any more topics, whatever? Because I think that's the last way to round it out. I would say with classic.
Yeah, I was gonna say this probably rounds it out. I do have something important to show you in the memes channel.
Okay, bet.
A reminder that today is
May. Oh, that is so stupid. But yeah, Mar, are you excited for Capcom collection? Well, those are Mar's just. Oh wait, never mind. There he is.
Wait, what about me? What happened? What I missed?
Yeah, whatever. You're fine. But you already caught everything I said earlier, right? About the Doom, Neo, and Lost Soulacide coming this month, and yada yada.
Okay, the Lost who and what?
Lost Soulacide, the Chinese game that was really good. That's like a better. It's like if FF15 and Devil May Cry had a baby. Obama. Regardless,
Yeah, that's the Wukong game, right? That's the Son Wukong game.
no,
Where he plays the fucking monkey play?
no. That no. I said Lost Soul aside. Yeah, I don't think you know this one. That's fine.
I don't think I do.
Yeah, no, I heard about this years
Oh, I
ago,
haven't
and I didn't hear anything about it till now. I'm like, okay, they're still developing it. Yeah, no, it's literally some Chinese dude who was learning Unreal, and he made it because he was disappointed in FF15's combat. So he literally just made the aesthetic of FF15, but with good combat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, I dig it. And dude, no, he did really good. Like, he's actually my OG inspiration for wanting to be on Unreal, because I seen like how good he did. Again, remember, dude never used it before. Gorgeous looking open world with action that looks like whatever. Regardless, you got to see. I'll send you a trailer so you can see it. But the other thing is, I'll say, you excited for the Capcom collection too? Because we're getting a lot of stuff this month. I was saying, like I said, we're getting Doom, Capcom, and I forgot already that game. Yeah. Oh God, Mars AFK said should be noises. Wait, Honorable, you were here right when I said I was fucking mad tired yesterday too, right?
Yep.
It's still hitting
What are
me.
you tired of, man? You're the hardest working developer of all time. You should never be tired.
Oh hell no. But yeah, did you hear what I said? I said, well, you excited for the Capcom collection, and then also the fact that Doom is coming out too, dude. Like, that's crazy. Those two games are coming out this month.
Lie. I have to choose one of the two. Like,
Oh,
I
no,
have to either play the Capcom collection or Doom.
Oh,
Because
no.
at this point, it's like there's way too many fucking games just falling out of nowhere.
And
Which, don't get me wrong, I'm happy for it. I'm fucking glad that a lot of these games are finally coming out and they're actually decent enough to play, and I don't have to fucking sit there and bitch and complain about a bunch of shit. Like, I'm at least enjoying my time, like, as a gamer in general.
I mean, I'll tell you this much: you don't have to choose, sir, because you already know Doom is gonna be on Game Pass. But even then, it's like, oh, whatever. I mean, it's better to play on something good, so you can probably wait for that. But
Hot take: I'm not that excited anymore for Doom.
that's fair.
I kind of feel like what I'm expecting for this Doom game to be is just more of like Doom Eternal, which in all honesty, the way I looked at that, it was just more of Doom 2016. Which again, I'm fine with all of that. However, I feel like there's a lot of other games that are coming out that like kind of fulfill that emptiness that I've been having for quite some time. With like games just feeling very samey, and like I know at least Doom would kind of have like its own thing. Like it wouldn't be completely samey like everything is nowadays. But I am expecting, like, if anything, I'll probably just give it like a solid. Like, I'm enjoying this game out of 10.
Well said.
I don't know. I don't know about it being like, oh my god, this is like the best fucking shit I played in fucking forever. I can't even believe how amazing this shit is. Like, because I have to obviously compare it to like all the other like the FPS greats that I've been playing, especially like going back and playing Titanfall 2 and like remembering how fucking wonderful that game feels.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, I would say if I were to have between the two, Doom Eternal and Doom 2016. If I were to pick between the two, I'd probably say Doom 2016. Mainly because like when it first came out, it was kind of like a shock value thing where I did not expect Doom to be as good as it was. And then when the second one came out, it was literally just the idea of okay, just more if you want to already played, but like expanded upon, which felt great. It was great and everything. But like here, I'm at the point where it's like, do I really need? Because it's obviously it's not Doom 3. Like it's Doom the Dark Ages, which basically makes it a prequel to what we're already used to playing, which tells like a completely different story about like the realms of hell and shit like that. And I'm a little intrigued for that, but other than that, it's like it's kind of just another shooter at this point.
Also, you know what I just remembered, Honorable? I think you'll be right. This year will be actually maybe this year really is the best year we've had in a minute for games. Is that fact? I forgot that Escape from Fallout came out this year. It's like, oh shit. But no, yeah, but no. Then the other thing is, remember the Capcom Collection 2 is coming out.
I literally just told you, is this a contender for best gaming year?
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, I only thought because, like, oh, I forgot about Escape from Fallout, one of the best optimized games.
Okay, for you guys, what's the previous holder for best year?
Well,
game?
For greatest, it was Doom 2, Neo 2.
Yeah, the year that shit happened, because that was insane.
2018, I think it was.
Yeah, because I literally, and I even, like I said, I'm not gonna repeat.
I was thinking 2019.
I don't remember. All I know is that we got 3 reimagining the One Punch Man game, Hunt, but who cares about Hunt?
Okay, never mind. No, it came out 2020. It hit 2020.
Yeah,
March
but no,
2020.
Doom and Neo,
I believe the month before was Neo.
Like, dude, for 3 months we had back-to-back games that I could actually buy and play full price, and that is very rarely for me to say. So that's how I know. No, you win automatically. I spent more than 120 in less than a month. Like, that's crazy.
Oh no, I even lied about that. It wasn't even a whole month. It was 7 days before Doom Eternal came out. So like you had like basically like 1 week you played
Yeah.
Neo 2, and then the week after that you had Doom Eternal.
Yep, I remember, dude. It was. Oh, and then the Vanquish collection came. Oh my god, dude, I ate so good that year. I ate so good that year, dude. I remember because I like 6 games, bought them all brand new because they were so close to each other. And I even said like I don't have. I made a video, dude. I forgot I made a video talking about like there's too many games. You know, I literally was sitting here. I can't hold all these games. Yeah, like that year is. And I wouldn't even say those months. Fuck the rest of the year because everything else was ass. But those 4 months cooked.
What about you, Honorable? What was the hit for you?
What was a hit for me?
Same
Black
one.
Ops
Yeah,
2
what was-
on the release. You know why I'm bringing up Black Ops 2? Because the timeline event starts this year.
Oh, you're funny. You're funny.
I'm waiting. I'm just waiting. World War III is starting, and I'm like, we've seen it. We've seen it.
I mean, yeah. Mar, are you excited to play Capcom Collection with us?
Later this month, right?
Yeah. It's coming the 15th.
Hold on, let me go throw it into the wish list so I can remember.
No. Here's the thing. This is what I want to say. This is gonna be the best way to end it up because now I finally got my last topics up. But I was say, like, we still gotta work out a schedule so I can go and put new thermal paste on your shit. But second, so I can loan you my PS4. And here's the other reason why. Because remember, it doesn't have crossplay, which is stupid. So now you have more of an incentive to borrow.
I don't know what it is.
Wait, it doesn't, or it does? We need a double
No,
check.
it doesn't. I'm reading over it right now. It looks like it doesn't.
Okay.
Ooh.
So that's the reason why I said, like, would you like to borrow my PlayStation that's just sitting around doing absolutely nothing? So we can have best friends play. Me, you, Honorable Codes play Power Stone. That's gonna be and then we were running it. See, I thought it's a good video idea. The vibecast. We have best friends play Power Stone. No. Yeah, there you go. 'Cause, dude, I'm gonna buy a shit ton of copies. We already know I'm buying the Switch, Steam. Well, I mean, I might rethink, but like, wait. Okay, so here's the fun thing. I mean, Honorable, if you already know, do you know? If not, don't say anything. But Mar, so guess. Can you guess why I'm buying this bitch 4 times?
Besides the fact that it's not crossplay, you want to be able to count all the ladders.
Yes, actually, yeah. I'm trying to get the top of the leaderboard, but specifically Capcom Fighting Jam because nobody plays that shit. It has Ingrid, my favorite character, our Cap Goddess. I have it on the PS3, and I've already been labbing it. You guys saw I put notes the other day. That's a free #1 leaderboard for Switch, PS, Steam, and Xbox. Then I can retire from the FGC happy knowing I'm #1 on at least one fighting game 4 different times, bitch. And with a low tier, because Ingrid's actually low tier in that game. Well, actually, she's potential top tier. I'm thinking like they over-exaggerated her being like top tier. Yeah, she's not very good. She's definitely not a top tier. And I won't say anything more in case people start trying to get on and whatever, yada yada. But I don't know, the only reason I'm contemplating maybe not getting the Switch one is because 1, I don't think that many people play, and I forgot how shitty the online is on Switch. 2, I'm definitely getting PlayStation, like I said, because I know it's that way me, you, Honorable Codes can play. But then I also thought, like, Steam, I was like, oh, Steam, a lot of people just play Fightcade, so they might not even play that version. So I was like, maybe I'll just get the PS version. And what I thought, instead of buying the Switch and Steam, let me get a copy for you to play, and then I'll buy a copy for Honorable. So, Honorable, I'm going to buy you a copy.
Oh, slam.
Because this is important, you know what I'm saying? Like, so Honorable Mar, you guys are okay with me gifting you Capcom Collection 2, yes? We agree?
Of course. I'm a broke boy. I accept gifts.
Yeah. Mar, do you partake the free gift of Capcom Collection and the borrowing of my PS4 for said collection?
You had me at do you.
Bet. No, seriously, dude, that shit's just sit. That's why I said I don't mind loaning it to you, dude. This PS4 ain't doing shit. It's not like you're gonna take it from me, shit. Which, by the way, it's the Black Ops 4 edition one.
Yeah, I'm 100% down for that. That sounds
Yeah,
true.
like I said, and that's it. Oh, whatever, discuss it after the show. But yeah, I think that rounds it up. Anything else, outros or whatever? Because I think
remember, today is May.
fuck you, Mar.
So, quick shout outs real quick. Shout outs to LeBron James for losing and not being as good
Yeah.
as Michael Jordan.
He bogus as hell for that. He bogus as hell for that.
Yeah, hey, man, I just gotta say, man, just huge shout outs. I believe you can flop, and you have flopped indeed. And also shout outs to the general manager for the Mavericks for sending off Luka for watching his career because you're
My neck.
fucking stupid. So that's number 2. Number 3, shout outs to Mike Tyson. No particular reason. I just like Mike Tyson.
Same.
And number 4, yeah, I can't even believe I'm gonna say this. But right now, so far, for my game of the year, it's definitely Expedition 33.
I feel like Doom the Dark Age is gonna be, because like Doom has yet to disappoint me. But we'll see if I like
Let's go
Lost
3
Solo
for
Side.
3. And with that,
Mhm.
fly honorable, stay fashionable, and I will see you all in the next episode.
And remember, every day is great when you're chibi, guys.
'Cause I think it's fucking stupid to even talk about anyway.
What is it? Alright.
But yeah, it's 100 men versus 1 gorilla.
Oh.
1 silverback gorilla. Who wins?
Dude, obviously 100 dudes, bro. That's too many. I'll be back. I'm almost calling.
Yeah, any idea how many people are saying, "Oh man, all 100 people will die from the gorilla"? Like, I don't think they understand like the output of a fucking silverback gorilla, like the amount of energy it would waste just by doing a bunch of stupid shit. And plus, on top of that, like if it's just like 100 dumbasses, I could definitely see why people would say the fucking gorilla. But like, if you put people with at least a high IQ of like 11.
Literally, I said the same shit. Not even, dude. Even then, someone said like, dude, that's still a lot. Like 8 or 6 is more fair. And dude, my favorite is people who put in the comments like, bro, but if you give one of them a pointy stick, the gorilla like just straight lose. Like, yeah, no, because I had this conversation every time when it comes to animals. Like, dude, sure, this and that. I mean, come on, there's a dude who beat a bear with his bare hands.
Talking about the stupid 100 guys versus 1 gorilla.
Yeah, dude. Oh my
god.
Look.
Even in the scenario, no one has pointy sticks. It's everyone bare
right,
hands.
straight hands.
The gorilla breaks bones.
Straight hands. Humans are winning.
And then the
this
guys
is not a
bones.
negotiable thing. Humans are winning. No balls,
Exactly.
no beds.
Don't get me wrong. Probably 2 or 3 drills in an arm
Don't
though.
have brain cells.
I already reset it, guys. If you're worried about it, I already reset it.
Yeah, no.
Bro, that shit is annoying, bro.
No, give it 4 minutes because it didn't hit me until like about a minute or so ago. So, all right.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's people in their questions. But I mean, it's funny. It's whatever. Like, but no, that's vibe. That's literally vibecast talk. Like that is 100% vibe. It's called vibecast. It's not just gaming. Like it's the point.
Like the amount of stupid ass fucking scenarios people try to make. It's like, look, unless you're like, even if you had 100 mentally retarded people.
Oh, they're definitely winning.
Oh, greatest.
What?
You gotta watch the Vtuber shit I said.
I'll do it when I feel like it. I am very
Well,
tired,
that's
dude. I am out of it.
One of the greatest diss tracks to Drake of all time, Euphoria.
Oh shit! It's the
Today
anniversary.
is it's been 1 year now.
That is damn, dude. I like how that became the unofficial pedo song. And whenever we seen it in sister leveling.
Oh yeah.
They cooked. They were so bogus for that.
How old is she? She's old enough.
Dude, can we also agree that's probably one of the best abridges we've had in years? They cooked, even though there's no full version for some reason. We only have snippets, but still. I hope to God they didn't do some retard shit and lock it behind a Patreon or some shit, because that's retarded. Like, bro, it's called an abridge. And
it's eventually gonna hit the YouTube. Because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be like enough people to like buy the Patreon or whatever, but then like people are gonna be pissed off and oh man, we're not even gonna fucking see it the way we used to. And then yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm just maybe mini tangent, and I think I'm obviously in the right. People who try to profit out of existing IPs they don't own is the most scummy shit on the fucking planet. Like, motherfucker, you should know they only including cosplayers to a degree, sort of. Not really. But regardless, it's like, bro, you literally would not have insert money if it wasn't for the fact that this thing's... You know what I'm saying? Like, you're piggybacking off of something that's already famous, bro. You ain't shit. You ain't special, dog. And then if you want to lock something like, oh, because no, you're the second you did something that's not something you own, any and all of your work is invalid. And even more so for people that work underneath the company. Just ask the people who draw the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. No one knows who the fuck their name is. Doesn't matter. They got paid. $10 to draw this shit, and that art goes hard as fuck. And then Yu-Gi-Oh gets thousands of dollars on that fucking card. Half of it being because of the art. You know, welcome to the
I
corporate
actually
world.
heard they're losing a lot of profit in the IRL game right now. Like, not
really?
too many people are actually going up. Like, yeah, because the game itself got way too expensive, especially if, like,
True.
if you're
Yeah,
just a collector, it's fine.
I can see
But
that.
like, if you're trying to like have like casual fun or like
Oh yeah, no, that
like
makes
you can
sense.
go and buy like the blue ice pack, but then everyone's gonna fucking go out and buy the blue ice pack. And other than that, it's like if you try to go to competitive, you have to put a down payment on the fucking house.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and then the thing is too, Yu-Gi-Oh's just not as popular as it used to be. You know? Yeah.
Nope.
Like I said, if we were talking about the golden era when the anime
And a lot of
aired,
it,
fuck yeah.
mechanics.
Yeah, no. Back in my day when I was a high schooler, that's when Yu-Gi-Oh made money, cause bro, you know, even too as a kid, you know, it's funny because like you know now okay they say okay they make more yeah because there's more people being populated, but we're talking about percentage. Yeah, fuck no, dude. Like I don't know anyone that collects or buys Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, whatever shit. But when I was a kid, bro, everyone collected like Yu-Gi-Oh and then Pokemon at some point. You know, like it's just something you did. You just traded and collect. And it's the same thing when people back in the day, you never used to. They used to trade baseball cards. That was a thing, and then it stopped being a thing. It was so bad that you know in Detroit, I seen it when someone you know was going to Detroit in one of the abandoned factories. There was literally an office, and it was just drawers and a bunch of other shit full of fucking baseball cards, bro. I think that's the best representation of what current Yu-Gi-Oh is right now. Back in the day, oh, you got Ricky, whatever his name is, you know, all the kids busting, but you know, everybody doesn't even, you don't even play fucking baseball. Now that shit's just fucking paperweight. The only reason you even Pokemon, well, same with Yu-Gi-Oh, I guess. Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon learned their lesson that from baseball cards is artificially make your cards scarce. You know, those cards they pumped out. But this shit, they're like, you know, there's gonna be only one Blue Eyes card. All of you're gonna have to bet to fucking buy this bitch. You know, especially Pokemon. Pokemon does this way harder than Yu-Gi-Oh, I think. But
Oh my god, I'm posting this in my fucking notes for fucking nostalgia purposes.